You gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if you make it or not. You got each other to last all night. Oh, we'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, we're living on a prayer. Be my hand, we make it, I swear. Oh, we're living on a prayer.
Please take the time to visit podsurvey.com/peasants to complete a short 21-question survey. Participants in the survey will be entered into a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. The survey can be taken multiple times, so feel free to visit back each month for your chance to enter the drawing. Please help to support the show by using our Amazon links located in the description anytime you purchase anything from Amazon. It's a great way to support the show while just going about your normal business shopping on Amazon.com. Also, check out our storefront for Drunken Peasants recommended merchandise. Patreon pledges of $5 or more will now receive 2 private shows each month. In addition to the private shows, Patreon pledges of $10 or more will receive the Drunken Peasants post show after each episode of the Drunken Peasants, Ben and Billy's monthly shitty movie review, and regular behind-the-scenes vlogs with Ben and Billy. Sign up anytime to catch the future shows as well as past content. If you want to catch the post shows but you're not a patron, click the join link below this video to become a member of the Drunken Peasants channel. In addition to each post show, you'll also get special badges and emojis that you can use in the Drunken Peasants live chat. Streamlabs will be open for the duration of each episode. Click the link below to send us a message. Donations $20 and above will be read out through text-to-speech and will require our immediate attention. All donations below $20 will be read at the end of each segment. Keep an eye out for our weekly Streamlabs goal, which if we meet, we will do an extra show the following week. If you find any content you'd like to see us cover on the show, send it to drunkenpeasantsinbox at gmail.com. All submissions will be reviewed for possible usage in a future episode. Click the Discord link in our description to join the Drunken Peasants Discord. Interact with other Drunken Peasants fans in text and voice chat, as well as the peasants themselves. Visit the Google Play Store and download the Drunken Peasants app to catch the audio version of the show while you're on the road. In addition to the app, the audio-only version of the show is also available through iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, and other audio platforms. That's all we have for now. Enjoy the show.
Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on you, man. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 505. Yeah! Shout out to all New Mexicans that live in the 505, but the ones that live in 575, sorry, you're lame.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like half the audience is from the 575.
Nah.
You sure?
No.
Huh.
Nope. They're not from the 575.
If you guys are watching, you're from the 575. I apologize for what Ben said.
You know, the entire state of New Mexico had 505 as their entire state area code, and then they finally had enough people there where they had to add it. And there were all these, like, guys that had 505, like gangsters and shit.
Tattooed,
like, on their neck, and their phone number changed to 575.
Just get a cell phone.
Yeah.
Just get a cell phone.
Cell phones are the reason why they had to add an area code.
Get you a
I'm
505
ready to be
cell
on.
phone.
And what happened to my executive producer title?
Wasn't it there? Didn't we play it at the beginning?
I don't know.
Pretty sure it's still there. We'll play it one more time, Finn. Let's see. Just so Finn, we are going to bring you on. Now, we have another patron that's coming on, too. I don't know if we should have you both on at the same time. Well, maybe.
Right there it is, Finn.
Special thanks to associate
Read the bottom of the
producer
screen, Finn.
Associate producer.
It's there.
Associate producer.
So let's. So we are going to have Finn on. Let's talk about what happened in the live stream before this, Billy.
All right, so we had a live stream. It was
we did a live stream to raise awareness for our Patreon because it's been doing pretty bad. It's been sinking a lot ever since August. So we made some announcements, and I mean, some of those announcements were, hey, we're doing 2 private shows this month. Our new goal to do 2 private shows per month is 4,500 in the Patreon. This month we're doing 2. The first one, we're going to compete in various video games, and the loser of each round is going to wear an electro shock collar and get shocked. Same kind of a dog wears. And then the second private show, we're going to bring back Spin Till You Spew.
Ben will defend.
Yeah, defend against somebody.
And this is the thing, right?
And Billy the Fridge.
I made a joke if we hit the $5,000 goal that we would do a 24-hour stream, right? It was a joke, and then have us both on, and then as things went down, I reneged on the joke. But. We still hit 5,000, so we're going to do the 24-hour show.
We are going to do it. It's probably okay. And also, the audience agreed that our 24-hour show would be better if we planned it out rather than just do it right away.
So we could actually get guests and content to fill it up with.
So this is what we're going to do. You're going to ring in the motherfucking new year with DP. DP 24-hour show New Year's.
Kiss a few rears. Don't miss
every hour. We're going to look on a map and see where it became.
Maybe we'll celebrate in Papua New Guinea.
Since we're pretty far west, we're going to be at the end of that spectrum. And we're going to find people that are willing to join us.
From an altered spectrum.
Yes. From an altered point of perspective. I'll have both of these guys on. I'll bring them in.
Bring it on in. Get Ribes out of retirement. Maybe we can get bigger, Ribey. Look, it's going to be literally the greatest day of
I had no intention of doing a 24-hour show. I'm serious. It was not even something I've suggested.
Yeah, and I made the joke, which I guess
I like how he keeps saying it.
It got taken out of context.
I'm joking, bro. I'm just joking. Just joking.
Hi, Drunken Peasants.
Hi.
Happy Finnish Independence Day, by the way.
Oh, it is today? Oh, yeah. That's why you had requested to be on. That's true. Yeah. Finnish Independence Day.
Hey.
What's up, guys? 1 years.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Finn, I'll have you on the screen in just a second here.
Right.
So, Finn totally fucked up Billy's world today.
Damn it, Finn.
And it's funny, after we ended the stream, he looked at me, he was like, that was a bad idea you came up with.
No, it wasn't, Billy. Come on.
I was like, Ben, why'd you come up with that stupid idea? Ben was like, fuck you.
Really?
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah. Dude, Wallace is very happy about the end of the year stream.
There you go.
Wallace is a smug bitch.
So I talked to Wallace one-on-one, and he said first he said gas all Jews, and then he said
dude, don't say that shit.
I also think Wallace's conversation, I'm be willing to say it, I think it comes up a little flat.
We disavow what Finn just said. Disavow.
I'm sorry.
Edgy.
But no, that was Wallace that said that.
Okay, well, whatever. I don't want to hear what Wallace is saying if he's going to say that shit.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, let me explain. Hold on. Pardon me. Trying to explain important things here, everybody. So that week of New Year's and New Year's Eve, we originally had planned a New Year's Day show for that Tuesday, and then also we had planned a show for that Thursday. We won't be doing shows those days because on On New Year's Eve, we're going to be doing a 24-hour show. But if the previous week, if the viewers have earned a bonus show, we'll still do a bonus show that Saturday. So
there you go.
And
to top it all off, Ben and I are gonna feed each other like a wedding cake. But
okay, whatever. I'll do that. I don't give a shit.
God damn it!
I actually, it's not keto. It's not keto. You know, this is gonna mark.
Why do you keep doing this shit? Why do you keep making these promises
It's
and then you're
fun. I'm actually gonna be doing that 24 episode will signify exactly 1 year that I was on my diet.
Oh yeah,
exactly 1 year.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
How many how much weight have you lost, dude?
I'm around 200 pounds.
He
lost
didn't weigh
this year.
himself when he first started. He didn't for like the first 3 or 4
Why
months.
didn't you?
Because I didn't have a scale. I bought a scale like 2.5 months into the
Dude,
process.
I gained 20 pounds in the last 2 months.
Damn.
That's not cool.
How much that is in kilograms?
I weighed 165 pounds, and now I weigh almost 180, which is 15. But how much is that in kilograms? Let me see.
2.2 pounds. 2.2 pounds. But yeah, I'm at almost 200 pounds lost. So it's around there.
In kilograms, it's 9.0718.
Somebody says 200 pounds. That's like a whole person. That's like a whole fat chick.
That's like my entire weight. More than my entire weight.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys want to catch this month's private shows, we've got 2 of them. They're competition based. People normally like that shit. Oh, and also because we're over 5,000, as long as it stays over 5,000, we're still doing the Brett Keane individual situation segment too.
Should we invite him to come on the 24-hour show?
No, don't do that.
Invite who?
Okay,
So Billy lost to
stop
Ben?
Stop with the dumbass fucking jokes, Billy.
Should we
Damn.
Damn
That's
it.
one ugly fucking shirt that Finn's wearing. I'm just gonna say.
What?
Ugly?
Yeah.
It's a handsome shirt.
It is not a handsome shirt.
That's a
I love
handsome
Finn.
shirt.
Finn knows I love him.
How was your
Finn to
birthday,
death.
dude? How was
It
your birthday?
Great. Thank you for
Good.
the birthday money that you sent me. I appreciate it. But that's an ugly fucking shirt.
Dude, the tequila that I drank right after, like at the end of the stream, had me drunk for like 6 hours.
Hey, well, speaking of my birthday, Billy, somebody sent me a singing, yodeling pickle for my birthday.
Yeah, play it for us really quick.
Makes no sense that a pickle yodels, but there you go.
Will you just put that up your butt and you can hear it go off when it's in your butt?
Yes, absolutely. That's how I wake up in the morning.
Little pickle tickle. Champion.
Also, if your last tip didn't get read or if it didn't show, I'll read it at the end of each segment.
Yeah.
So we're going to do the news segment in a second, and then at the end of that, I'll read all the Streamlabs and Super Chats and shit.
How's this shirt?
Dude, just, okay. No, we're not going to talk about the shirts and stuff. We're going to do the show, like the actual show. But yeah, it's a cool shirt. It's a cool shirt. Thank you so much.
Who wants to touch tips?
I do.
In the news segment. Oh, yeah.
Damn it.
Action news. Smashing. Dog smashing with a passion and puking.
Could we see
that's America.
Biden versus Beto in the 2020 primary?
Biden versus Beto.
Wait, isn't it Beto?
Beto.
It's Beta.
I thought that's how you pronounce it.
We'll have 30 or 40 probably great candidates running for president.
That's a lot. 40, really? 40 candidates?
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's a lot of U.S. senators who are talking about, a lot of governors, a lot of people outside of politics. I think we're going to have a big field.
And you thought the GOP field was big in 2016, 30 or 40 people.
Bitch,
Wow.
we don't have 30
Well,
or
just look
40
at
yet.
these
We don't have it yet. That's speculation.
I feel like every year there's more, And now that there's so many primary debates, you just see there's just a ton of them at first. And also the parties control their debates in the primaries. So they can pretty much mold whoever they want and not allow the people they don't like to be part of the debates.
Just like how they didn't let Gary Johnson in on the debates.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a libertarian. You can shit on me all you want. I don't believe taxes are theft.
To find out if the content on the disc is for sweet boys or not.
We don't even know if it's a DVD. It might be a CD.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I can't even tell.
Tom
Do
Roberts.
we have insider knowledge about is Puking Dog running for Democrats or Republicans?
Puking Dog's
He's
retired.
independent.
Oh.
He's in the dog party.
Are you Finn sponsoring him?
He's in the DOG, not the GOP.
Yeah.
Recent developments. As
Okay.
Democrats
Should I run for president?
continue to embrace Beto-mania.
No.
It goes unabated. Old
Beto-mania.
Beta mania goes unabated.
I'm on a
Unabatoed.
Betogenic diet.
Biden is reemerging to say that, hey, wait a minute, Amtrak minute here. Okay. I think I'm the most qualified person in the country to be president, he said.
Fuck off.
Well,
Biden.
he is qualified. He was the vice
Yeah,
president.
but not the most.
He's old as fuck, though. Let's get some young meat into this. Let's put some
Yeah, but
youth
is
into
there
it.
any young
Yeah, we need some young blood, but yet make Pelosi the speaker.
Yeah.
Well, there's a new twist to all of this tonight. Just hours ago, it was reported that Beto O'Rourke secretly met with President Obama, who is said to be very excited
Damn,
about
he
his
has a long
potential
neck.
candidacy. So how bruising will a Biden-Beto Democrat primary be? Throw in another 28 people or so.
Is
Here to
Obama
debate-
going to get behind Beto over Biden? Biden was his ace, right? That was his underling.
His VP.
Well, they were opponents in a primary, and then they decided to
Yeah.
team up. Is what happened.
That makes the most sense.
Because they were saying he was too young and inexperienced to be president, so he picked an old guy who had been around a while.
Speaking of young and
Yeah, Biden was a
inexperienced,
strategic move only. I mean,
Trump is inexperienced, but he's not young.
but Beto is inexperienced and young.
Yeah.
So maybe this is our
Yeah,
next Obama.
I think picking Beto is just a bad idea.
What if
agree.
Beto met with Obama because he wanted to have a three-way?
Oh, good theory.
Think about it.
Corey Lewandowski, former Trump 2016 campaign manager, and Juan Williams, Fox News political analyst, co-host of The Five.
I hate Juan Williams.
Obama's old staff seems to be, prepping an instant kind of plug and play for the Beto presidential campaign. Your thoughts?
Well, not quite. I mean, Rahm Emanuel, the mayor of Chicago, has said, you got to win something, and he thinks the idea that Beto O'Rourke did not win versus Ted Cruz in Texas means that he shouldn't be a contender here. He's got to prove that he can be a winner. But I see lots of...
I think that's true.
Obama
Didn't JFK lose a primary before he became
JFK
president?
got his head blown off, too.
Well, that was after he was elected, though.
Okay.
Maybe Biden can be the vice president for Beto, and then Beto can get,
Man,
Step
Secret
down?
Service is looking into you right now.
No. I'm just saying, guys. Like, it's not unheard of.
point, Laura, saying
He has more political
people
experience than
saying,
Trump had.
Hey, you know what? We haven't seen excitement, this kind of charisma, this kind of young people attracted to a candidate since 2008, and that's Barack Obama. And by the way, in Iowa,
this dude doesn't have Obama charisma.
Okay,
Come on now.
Obama had charisma. Obama had charisma.
Does
but,
Beto not have charisma?
But his record speaks for itself. Does being like Obama, is that a good thing now? I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Shouldn't be.
The charisma thing is a good thing because
Obama blew a lot of his charisma after we saw what he did as president, especially with control of the
Right.
government, right?
Or like closing Guantanamo and shit like that.
Yeah, he said he would do that.
We need somebody who will be able to go toe-to-toe with Donald Trump in a shit-talking contest, because that's what the debate's going to be.
That website. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're all right.
But you did.
Remember that website, change.org? Wasn't that initiated by Obama?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
He ran his whole campaign on change, but he didn't change shit. That's why I don't like him as much.
I wish he would have changed more. Why wasn't Obama a transformer?
Take my oath.
Yeah, dude.
Obama B.
What kind of transformer would he be? Would he be like a, I don't know, like...
Decepticon or Autobot?
Would he be like a Ferrari?
What are we talking about right now?
Would he be
Thanks for the overdressed toilet paper, by the way.
Yeah.
Man, we get so close to these goals, man.
These goals.
These goals, they just fucking melt.
I just think if Obama were a transformer, he would bring more change than he did as president.
Change.org banned Billy the Fridge from DP.
Yeah. Go ahead. Have your laughs. Have your laughs. But if I do get banned, you're going to miss me. You're going to regret that. Go on. Try me. Go to change.org/ban Billy the Fridge. See what happens. You think it's all fun and games now? Just wait till I'm gone. Then you're going to pick on.
They've just done a survey, and it came back that most of Iowa Democrats say they'd like to see a young, energetic, new face on the scene. And I don't think there's anyone who fits that bill better than
He's cool because he
O'Rourke.
isn't wearing a tie.
Yeah, but of course,
wait, does he have a hype man in front of him? What was the other dude with the tie doing in front of him?
Vice
He's like a cringe rapper in front of him.
Corey. But Joe Biden clearly isn't feeling the love here. I mean, he is pretty experienced. Okay, he was vice president for 8 years, and Robert Francis, does the shirt sleeve thing, kind of like Obama used to do. He used to jump on stage with shirt sleeves. He's young and energetic and loved by.
She's not really good at talking.
Yeah, that's funny because her main thing is she's a talk radio host. That's the first time I ever heard her before she hosted a show.
Even as a talk radio host, you got to learn to speak without stumbling and chant or whatever she said, and she said 3 times
It
afterwards.
happens.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
My God, man, people stutter. Shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
Wow.
No, they don't.
Yeah, Finn's never stuttered once, okay?
He never stutters.
He's never stuttered.
He's never slurred either.
Never
He's
had a
never
slurred. I've never stumbled upon my word.
I'm excited for Beto only because he is young, and I feel like we need to shake things up. The old guard is getting fucking old. I don't think Beto...
So let's pick someone who's not in politics.
That's what we did last time, remember? But he was old. Donald Trump.
I'm sorry.
He wasn't in
Please
politics.
fucking
We
answer.
tried that. Everybody's like, let's try something different. And now we're like, okay. Our Environmental Protection Agency just flipped on us, and this bubble he built in Wall Street is imploding on itself. And all these the unemployment's at the lowest ever because people can't get unemployment anymore. They're being cut off. All this positive stuff is very temporary. Let's see where we are in 12 years.
Good segue though. Trump's EPA pick worked for climate change skeptic.
I'm going to take the flower by the thorns here and see if we can feed 2 birds with 1 scone.
What?
You have no idea what I'm talking about, even more than usual. It's because I'm trying to be the test tube.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen this?
And roll out the new alternative phrases PETA wants everybody to use instead of traditional meat-based idioms.
This is amazing. So PETA put out a list of animal-based idioms like instead of saying kill 2 birds with 1 stone, say feed 2 birds with 1 scone.
Scones are bad for birds.
Or another one was instead of saying you're beating a dead horse, say you're feeding a fed horse.
Why do the feds ride horses anymore? Don't they have helicopters? Apaches?
Why would a horse still be eating if it's already been fed?
Oh, I thought it was a.
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
I thought it was a federal. Yeah, a federal horse. Like FBI rides horses.
Dead horse.
I didn't think about it being fed.
Horse.
Yeah, I was thinking it was a federal horse, but now.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
the Fed.
Yeah, feed the fed horse. Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, dude.
Take the bull by the horns. Guinea pig, 2 birds with 1 stone. Now look, I hate to feed a fed horse, as Peta says, but you get it. Let's see if we can bring home the bagels with D. Lemon. Peta says using phrases like, don't make me laugh, bring home the bacon is right up there with using homophobic or racist language. Here are their suggestions. Replace kill two birds with one stone with feed two birds with one scone. Don't beat a dead horse. Feed a fed horse. You know.
What? Be the guinea pig? Change it with be the test tube? What the hell does that even mean?
What does that fucking mean?
Like, these are all really stupid. Take the bull by the horns. Like
take the flower by the thorn.
Yeah, take the flower by the thorns. What's that going to do for like when you take a bull by the horns, you drive its head down and you steer the horns by steering the bull's horns, right? It has a fucking meaning. Taking the flower by the horns means you're going to cut your hand up. Literally, PETA making this was taking the flower by the thorns. They cut their own fucking hand up.
Fingers, you pricks.
That's what they did. They pricked themselves. They made themselves look like complete fucking idiots. Like, you say what you want about them throwing paint on people with fur coats.
Yeah.
That was stupid, but at least that action meant something. It was like, look, you're going to wear a dead animal. We're going to actually attack you. We're going to attack you with paint. Right? That's a violent act, but at least it has some merit behind it. This is some idiocy in action. Like there's no. This is not going to pick up. Maybe they wanted to look like idiots because they knew it would meme and people would talk about PETA. Maybe there's no such thing as bad press.
Well, Peta is like the big meme, basically. Like a group of animal activists that kills more animals than saves.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah.
So many people got mad when we had Paige on here, you know, Redhead
Redemption.
Yeah, because she was saying that, what did she say? Fat caused diabetes or something?
Diabetes. Something she said.
Well, but, or cholesterol or something.
I think meat caused diabetes or something, or meat caused cholesterol, I think. Because she was talking about going vegan.
Fuck her.
Wow, Pimpmunk.
And instead,
she's cool, people.
Instead of take the bull by the horns, take the flower by the thorns.
That's the dumbest one.
What do you got?
PETA should have several seats. That's one. Is that one up there? Look, PETA does some great work. I'm sure, but come on.
I'm sure.
Battles. Really?
They really don't do great
To
work.
compare it to, you know,
racist or homophobic language.
Homophobic and racist, as someone who knows a bit about both of those, come on. Someone, listen.
Is Don Lemon gay?
An animal who gets eaten
Yeah, he's
doesn't get
gay.
eaten because of their gender, right? And I just think it's too much. That's all I'll say. I don't want to get in trouble.
Unless we're
I know
talking
PETA,
about
I'm gonna
Rocky
get all
Mountain
the PETA
oysters, my
folks or
dude.
Whatever. I don't really care. There are bigger problems to worry about when it comes to human beings.
Oh, whatever. You guys report bullshit news that, you know, when there's bigger problems going on in the world. So
Look, guys, there's bigger problems. Let's talk about Trump again.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Russia probe some more.
They are reporting this, Don. You reporting it right now, you fucking moron.
Yeah, you're actually reporting it, Don
Oh,
Lemon.
dude, is this Don Lemon?
Yes.
Yeah.
On the right
I
there.
fucking hate him.
Why?
You don't even know you didn't even know it was him though.
I didn't.
You hate him because he's black and gay, huh?
No, I didn't just look at the,
Is he gay?
the
I
live
don't know.
stream.
Yeah, he is gay. Don Lemon's a big homo.
I didn't
He's
know
an
that.
idiot, dude.
Him and Anderson Cooper. What's a good combination between Don Lemon and Anderson Cooper's name?
Anderson Lemon.
111,111.
Wow.
Ooh,
Thank you.
It's
Finn.
Slim Nooper.
Slim Nooper.
Lim Nooper.
69.
I don't think animals
Instead of
are
jumping the
offended by
shark.
hearing those phrases. Certain people who are really sensitive about things, maybe they should be more sensitive about other things. Maybe they should actually be concerned about homophobia and about racism and realize what's important when it comes.
It's Donderson
to what's
Lim
important.
Nooper.
True, and also
That's what
look,
it is,
to the
man.
PETA folks out there, we're having the discussion.
I am very considerate of people's feelings, right? That's because I care about people's feelings. But you can't make people care about your feelings. You can't force them to care about your feelings. We don't live in a world where your feelings are more important than somebody else's headspace, right? If they're a fucking asshole and they don't care about your feelings, you need to not deal with them. You need to get them out of your life, eliminate them as much as possible. But you are trying to change the world when changing yourself is not only easier, but more productive.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
If Peta,
move the fuck on is what you got to do.
If Peta wants to change why people say take the bull by the horns, you know what they got to do? They got to make a phrase up that's actually better and then make it catch on. You got to get like The Rock to be in a commercial and be like, you know what you got to do? You got to
It doesn't matter what you want to do.
Yeah, it's something charismatic.
And why they want to kill poor little roses anyway?
Yeah, Peta does not care about anything other than their own bullshit agenda.
Plants are breathing, living.
I mean, the unfortunate reality is that we have to eat something that's living.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
I say we eat it all.
We could eat dirt. We'd have a much shorter life expectancy.
Yeah.
But we could.
Yeah, well, I'd rather eat a pig.
Yeah, me too.
Judge
and
suspected.
I want it to be slow bled too, because it tastes better.
Judge suspected of helping illegal immigrant flee ICE.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes. Let's play it.
We've long told you about activist judges undermining Trump's immigration policies, but this next story is outrageous. A district court judge in Massachusetts is accused of helping an illegal immigrant sneak out a back door to avoid being deported. Here's the backstory. Jose Medina Perez of the Dominican
She snuck an immigrant out the back door to avoid being deported. And she's a judge.
She snuck one in her back door.
Whoa. Pimpmunk.
Hey, I'm just saying, she like a little Mexican in her pooper.
Wow.
Of course.
Wow. We didn't know the illegal immigrant was Mexican.
Well,
he could have overstayed a visa from
all
Germany.
illegal immigrants are Mexican.
Yeah,
inappropriate. I'm moving on.
The Republic was in court on drug charges and also faced a fugitive warrant for drunk driving. In a new audio recording obtained by the Boston Globe, his defense attorney is heard at the bench with the prosecutor and Judge Shelley Joseph. They raised doubt about whether Medina Perez had been correctly identified by ICE and whether he should be set free. Listen.
I don't think it's him. ICE is convinced that this guy, I went through and did the research. There's 13 young girls connected to this situation.
This sounds so creepy.
Okay, ICE will pick him up if he walks out the front door. He doesn't have to walk out the front door, does he?
No.
Like,
shouldn't he be escorted out? Like,
look, is the judge supposed to do ICE's job? They're showing up to the fucking court. They're showing up to pick this guy up. I don't feel like the judge can't be like, you know what? Go out the back door.
Right.
Like, I don't feel like if they were there in court and the judge's like, escape now, escape. Like maybe, but like the attorney's like, well, what should we do? Like, do we have any other options? Like, well, there's a back door in this place. We don't have to hand him over to ICE, do we? We don't know. We're not. They didn't serve us with a warrant or papers.
Did they?
I don't think the judge would do that if they did, right? If that's the case, then the judge was. The judge just didn't believe that this could be the guy.
I don't think they did.
Doesn't the judges have some power to do something about it?
Well, not really.
If you need more time to figure this out until tomorrow, this is going to get him. What if we continue?
Larry, can you go off the record for a moment?
Now, minutes after that recording, witnesses say the illegal was escorted out a back door and then released from custody. He then scaled a fence and escaped.
And murdered a child and then took a dump on the window of a candy store.
And wiped his ass with the flag, the American flag.
It wiped his ass with 8 different flags, all American.
Has not been caught. Joining me now, Leo Terrell, a civil rights attorney, and Brian Kelly, a former federal prosecutor in Massachusetts. Brian,
Oh, he
I
looks
feel
he
like
wants to sell pancake syrup. He really
Right.
does.
I feel like this red tie guy could benefit from a smile. He looks
he looks like he's like I don't even know, kind of like just sitting there with the eyes and eyebrows of like, what the fuck you saying?
He's just not a happy boy.
No,
the black guy
He
looks
needs
like you just ripped him out of a minstrel show. I'm
You
sorry,
need-
but he does.
Yeah, but you need to give the little boy on the right some ice cream to make him
That guy's got a
happier.
nice smile on his face. He's just being a good dude.
How unique
Yeah.
how unique is it to have a federal
cream with
investigation into a sitting state
The
court
white guy looks
judge on an
shocked.
issue
Look
such
at
as
him, he
this?
does.
I know.
What am I doing here?
I feel like I feel like the guy in the red tie is not even. He's like not even aware he's on camera. Like he thinks he's still waiting for the camera to turn on. He just has this empty look. Like maybe he's even pooping his pants right now. It's
Maybe.
Well, it's not common at all, Laura. It's a bizarre set of facts, right? The defendant is arrested
Just
on
like
drug
to eat
charges.
some
He's been
vanilla
deported
ice cream
twice
cone
before,
with some
and then because for whatever reason the judge turns off the tape recorder, contrary to court rules. We don't really know what she says next. Next thing you know, he's running out the back door onto the streets of Boston. So I think, even by Massachusetts standards, this is a little bit too much judicial activism, and it's led to, according to the Boston Globe, a federal investigation, a grand jury investigation, and that in and of itself is quite unusual.
Well, he has since been caught. I want to make sure I get that right. So he's since been caught. But the underlying facts of this are really disturbing. Governor Charlie Baker.
So I was gone for part of this, but it seems like, okay, so a judge helped someone who was suspected of a crime?
There was a guy in custody, and ICE was there. They believed that he was an illegal immigrant, and ICE was outside waiting for him. The second he walked out the door, they were going to pick him up. And the judge and the attorney weren't convinced this guy was the guy ICE was looking for. And so they let him out the back door.
I see.
Yeah, they let him get out. And they're acting like this is the most disturbing thing anyone could ever do. It ain't like they fucking blew a goddamn 10-year-old's head off.
Right.
We don't know what that guy did after he snuck out the back door, all right? He could have...
Some of them might be good people.
God damn.
Yes. Hey, Billy, he went and saved 10 drowning children in the city pool. That's what he did.
It's about
He's
time.
a fucking hero.
It's about time somebody stands up for the children.
Right, dude.
Dry dog food recall expands as more brands contain toxic levels of vitamin D?
What?
What are they doing?
8 brands are
What brands
affected.
is it?
What the fuck?
I didn't know about this. What brand?
I didn't either.
Oh no.
It's kind of like that what was it? E. coli or salmonella recall.
Yeah, they recalled my lettuce, so I couldn't have Chipotle.
Yeah.
They took my romaine away. The Romaine
Oh, no.
Empire has fallen. Caesar has fallen.
No,
Let us
Now they're
rejoice.
having a recall on ground beef too. A lot of ground beef.
Dude, they just don't want me to eat. They don't want me to eat. If they,
what was it, like 50.6 million pounds of
ground beef, something
of
like
beef?
that.
Yeah.
Is there a list of like what name brands the dog food? Because I'm trying to see if my dog's brand's on there.
Oh yeah, that's kind of important.
Yeah, it says the Food and Drug Administration has expanded its recall of dry dog foods that have been formulated with a level of vitamin D that is toxic to dogs. According to an update from the FDA, scientists have found vitamin D levels in some of the products to be as much as 70 times what was intended. The recall began with 3 bags sizes of Nutrisca's chicken and chickpea dry dog food formula, which was recalled about a month ago after at least 3 dogs were sickened. The recall has since been expanded to some Natural Life, Sunshine Mills, A&F, Little Orlando, Kroger, ELM, Nature's Promise, and Nature's Place dry dog foods. That's a lot of brands that have this negligence.
Yes, it is.
70
Luckily,
times?
my dog doesn't eat any of that shit, so I'm good.
So did you legitimately say 70 times that what was intended?
Yeah, 70 times the amount.
Holy shit.
What would that do? I mean, like, what
We're
kind of
not-
effect would it have on the dog?
Probably they would become overdosed on that vitamin, just like how when you become overdosed on, what was it, B12, it's okay for humans.
Yeah.
It's okay for humans because we can do that shit. but dogs can't. So they're getting 70 times as much as vitamin D. So I'm sure after a while, vitamin D, like their bones will start to be affected. And a lot of other things would be affected, of course.
It's toxic.
That is a lot of brands, though.
Yeah, like that's so crazy how many brands it's affecting.
I wonder how many dogs are legit.
It says excess
ODing
vitamin D
on,
can cause vomiting, so
Yeah.
there's going to be
I wonder
a
how
lot.
many dogs in America are affected by this. I'd imagine. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they said like the Kroger brand. A lot of people buy that cheap shit because
Right.
you know.
And Krogers are around me everywhere, dude.
I only buy one brand. I buy Alpo Pocket.
Kroger brands are sold here, even though the actual Kroger stores aren't here, because
Really?
Kroger owns QFC, which is a local grocery chain here. What they like to do is they like to acquire established names in certain areas and not change their name, just like leave them the way they are, but sell the Kroger products and shit
Is
there.
Kroger Fred Meyer's as well?
Yes, I believe so.
Because Fred Meyer's often has the same type of foods as QFC, but they have the Fred Meyer's and then QFC brand on them, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's Kroger
Right.
as well.
It's like a Midwest chain, Kroger, right?
Oh, it's in the
people
South
make sure
too.
your dogs ain't eating that shit.
It's in the
because-
South too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure it is.
We had a couple Krogers here for a while
dog.
too.
Make sure you find this link and check your dog's dog food because you don't want your
I
dog
don't
to
have a
die.
dog.
You don't want your dog puking. It's toxic, right?
Right.
mean,
I don't know. They
like,
didn't
you
say
like
any
me
dogs
and Ben,
died.
dude, we worship our dogs, so I'm pretty sure most people do. They want
I'm more of a cat person, but any of the audience, check your shit, dude.
yeah, dude,
Save
man, dogs are
your
special.
doggo.
Cats suck.
Yeah, yeah. Well, fuck off.
I don't feel like
agree
I
with
need
that,
to be a tribalist about it. Like, I'm fine with cats. I'm allergic to them, but
I'm
I'm
not.
fine with
I'm
them.
tribalist about it.
fucking tribalist.
This is why you live in Mississippi. You know, you're set
What
to.
the fuck does that have to do with dogs?
Because you're set to defeat yourself at all points. You take sides that don't need to be taken. You took the side of living in Mississippi. You didn't need to do
I
that.
took your side, Billy, so shut the fuck up.
That was the one time you were right, and that's why I love you.
People always have to like pick a side and compete against the other side.
Yeah.
Like
I was joking,
fuck
and
consoles,
y'all take it
a
too far.
PC master race, man.
PC master
And then like
race.
even within the console people, they're oh man, I like Xbox. No, I like PlayStation better. Oh. Like,
But cats really do suck, though.
Sadly, I'm getting an X or a PS4 just for Red Dead Redemption 2. But
When are you getting
I
that?
heard they're releasing that on PC.
When you getting that, Finn?
Christmas.
For Christmas?
Yeah. Have you guys played it at all?
I bought a PS4 Pro with Red Dead Redemption. I've played it 2 hours. I feel like it was a terrible mistake.
I think I'm just gonna get a PS4 normal in the Red Dead 2 bundle.
Yeah, I got the Red Dead
for over
bundle.
a year and played it twice.
I had a PS4, but then this was a bit ago, and then like I actually sold it for drugs.
Hey,
I think it was like an ounce of weed and like.
Fucking Finn, man.
hey.
Hell yeah.
hell yeah.
Dogs
Dude,
will
there's
also eat
desperate
you as soon
times.
as you're dead. Mr. McGee says cats will eat you as soon as you're dead. Dogs will do the same.
No, they won't.
They will, actually. I looked into it because I used that against somebody trying to say dogs were better when I was trolling.
But they are better.
Well, they are better, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Now,
If
all
you love
jokes
cats-
aside, I love all animals, but I am more of a dog person.
No, what? Massive ground beef recall expands to more than 12 million pounds.
What the hell is happening?
You can't eat anything anymore, man.
Okay, now you really should check your freezer for ground beef you may have stashed away. The massive ground beef recall initiated in October by the nation's largest beef processor, JBS USA, has gotten even bigger. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says an additional 5.1 million plus pounds has been recalled beyond the 6.9 million pounds recalled 2 months ago, for risk of contamination with Salmonella Newport, a strain of the bacteria that is a common cause of food poisoning. The 12.1 million pounds of raw beef products include ground beef, where produced between July 26th and September 7th by JBS USA and its JBS Tolleson Incorporated processing plant.
Whoa.
So, how many people buy ground beef and freeze that shit, right?
What's going on with the screen here, man?
Yeah.
What, the screen's messed up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have already.
I'll stop shit.
Oh wait, hold on. Call me back. My thing's fucking up.
Oh, I
so
see.
that could-
I see.
I probably had
What?
diarrhea from this back in
the
October
hell?
and didn't even know.
Okay.
Come on, Eileen.
Apparently, I've left the call and now I'm joining it again. I have no idea what.
Restart it. Weird.
All right.
Weird.
Hey, I'm back. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to share screens again, and hopefully it works.
The USDA's Food Safety and Inspection Service, FSIS, is concerned that some product may be frozen and in consumers' freezers.
Oh.
It's
The
good,
agency
man.
Oh
said.
shit! You know what? The NDI isn't turned on. Hold on. Be right back.
These products should be thrown away or returned to the place
Why
of
so many
purchase.
recalls? The lettuce, the ground beef, the dog food. What's going on? What is this?
I think this is. I don't want to be the one to suggest this because there's no actual information to back this up. But I bet you it's got something to do with Donald Trump lifting all these protections that were in place.
Do you know that?
Here we
No,
go.
I don't
We're
know
all
this
good.
at all.
Okay.
But if I had to make baseless speculation,
NPC.
hey,
You're a fucking NPC.
if I had to make baseless speculation, there were a lot of
Orange Man bad.
There were a lot of lifts, because there were though. He lifted a lot of protections on.
Is it better now?
Oh, shit.
They lightened up the asbestos protection.
You replaced Pimpmunk.
Yeah, I'll get him.
They lightened up the damn asbestos. They were like, we're too tough on asbestos. Let's roll that back a little bit. This is, if I had to make baseless speculation, which is all this is, I would say it's got something to do with that. I don't know. Did we have this many recalls when Obama was around? Maybe.
I mean, Obama was president for way
Thanks,
longer.
Obama.
Yeah.
Okay, so is the screen fine now?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And look, I'm not saying food poisoning's that big of a deal. If only the people that voted for Donald Trump get poisoned, then it's not a big deal, right? They get what they sow. But if one NPC libtard gets sick, then I feel like we have to impeach. We're gonna have to impeach Agent Orange.
Maybe.
If Cuck Norris kicks the phone out of one person's hand and that phone is recalled, then it's the end of the world as we know it.
Is Agent Orange like the code name for Donald Trump?
Yeah. Agent Orange. Maybe that's inappropriate. A lot of people, a lot of people refer to Orange Man as being bad. I think he is good in a bad place. He shouldn't be where he is.
Oh, Trump.
He should be pimping Trump steaks on Apprentice season 12. He should be
So what do you
making
think
Meatloaf
about
cry again.
What do you think about this whole thing?
Neil deGrasse Tyson denies sexual misconduct claims.
I totally believe him.
Astrophysicist and author Neil deGrasse Tyson has denied allegations of sexual misconduct made against him by 3 women. Last month, 3 women told Pathos, a religion and spirituality website, that Tyson harassed them and made inappropriate sexual advances as early as 1984 and in recent years. Didn't we go over this last episode?
Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. I may have grabbed this from the old
I will
thing.
say
You're right.
That we should maybe hold Neil deGrasse Tyson to a higher standard in the future. We should keep an eye on him.
Tyson is just an awkward nerd.
To the best
Exactly.
podcast. Love you.
Yes!
Vindern! We love you too.
Thank you.
But I don't think Neil deGrasse Tyson can be held for these accusations to the level that should ruin a career. I think he's like, when he was reacting to them, he was using things like false memory. He was like, so it happened such a long time ago that a human can actually develop false memories, and that's what's scary to me, because he's using like science to defend himself, and that's something we haven't had yet in an accusation. And does that mean that maybe these scientists are incapable of being Me Too'd because they just use logic, even if they are guilty?
Yeah, it happened to Lawrence Krauss too, right?
Maybe. I didn't follow that one.
I think that happened to him too.
But yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson straight up used like a logic to defend himself, and I'm like, this is scary. Like, what if he is the bad guy? And he's just like, I really feel bad for the woman, but false memories can be implanted over time. And he's just going straight cosmos on it. And I'm like, I want to believe. He's using logic and reason. I want to believe him. And that's what's scary to me. Because what if like, I think the thing that Kevin Spacey did wrong, all right, when he responded, he triggered people because his statement said, I've been choosing to live as a gay man. And right off there, the support of the homosexual community is like, what? It's not a choice? Kitty Diddler, you're out of here. And Neil deGrasse Tyson's like, women just develop false memories sometimes. And it's like, is this going to be used by the next guy? Is he going to be like, oh, by the way, there's got to be a false memory because I know Neil deGrasse Tyson said it. I don't know, man.
Spoke out about this. Leo, I want your reaction. Let's watch.
The facts of this case as presented by the media indicate a willful attempt to obstruct the work of a federal law enforcement official, and that's an inappropriate role for a judge.
Now, I guess Judge Shelley has not been on the bench very long, but nevertheless, Leo, would you say, Judge Joseph, would you say that this is warranted? Is this extra?
Oh no, we're back to this again.
What happened?
Yeah.
What happened? We got caught in a time loop.
Yeah.
It's almost as if Neil deGrasse Tyson set us up for failure.
So
because
here's no third trial for border agent who killed Mexican teen.
Federal prosecutors say they will not pursue another trial against a Border Patrol agent who fatally shot a Mexican teenager across a border fence. Lonnie Swartz has been acquitted of second-degree murder and involuntary manslaughter, but both times juries deadlocked on lesser charges. Swartz's attorney says the agent was acting in self-defense and following Border Patrol policy when he fired at least 16 shots at the boy who was throwing rocks at law enforcement officers.
16 shots because the boy was
make sure he's good and dead.
Damn, it doesn't make a lot of sense. He was throwing rocks and you threw bullets. I mean,
he was lobbing the rocks like over the fence or something.
Yeah.
What?
This guy got hit. This guy got hit by a rock and just opened up on this kid, probably right, like out of anger.
Really?
Yeah. Basically, that's what it sounds like.
And if he didn't get hit by the rock, is it worse if he opened up the kid just for throwing rocks? Yeah. Like, I don't know. This is sad.
And that's it. That's all. That's the entire video.
Yeah,
right there.
Wow, that's crazy.
Maybe they should have had like a rock fight. He could have picked up a rock and lobbed it at the kid, and then that would be eye for an eye. But
I'm just gonna shoot the fucking kid. It's crazy.
Rock, paper, gun.
Rock, paper, gun.
The kid should rock, paper, gun. Ooh, the kid shouldn't have been throwing rocks at this guy, right?
Yeah,
but I don't know if this guy should be unloading 16 shots on a kid throwing rocks either. I guess the border patrol thinks that it's not that big of a deal.
Was he like on the same side of the fence like this guy? Like what? Like. How is it self-defense? There's a huge fence between them. Like what?
Yeah, the self defense. There's the defense. There's the actual defense.
I mean,
the defense is the defense.
Terminator glasses. So.
Oh yeah, that explains it.
Hey, everyone watching now, make sure you're subscribed here. Make sure you're just also subscribed to DP Underground. Right. Subscribe to Billy's channel, subscribe to Pimpmunk's channel, subscribe to my channel. Oh, and I was false DMCA'd recently.
Damn.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Has it been overturned?
No. What'll happen is this is why people use it. Because it'll take away my streaming for at least 2 weeks.
God.
So, and that's how it works. That's why it's weaponized.
Well, I'm getting my main channel back in 2 days, so
There's no reason why it shouldn't be overturned, because it was just a video of me talking, promoting a Patreon show. It was a minute and a half long. Yeah. It was a minute and a half long video that I made on my channel promoting a Patreon show for Pimpmunk's birthday that we were going to do.
Did you like refute it?
Yeah, but here's the thing. You can DMCA any video, and if it sticks, then basically they give you 14 days. They give the person who filed it against you 14 days to respond to it. So
Did you email the email that you got, or call the number that you got?
Yeah, dude, I've been through this whole thing before, so I know how it works.
Oh, sorry.
Does it tell you who did it?
And by the I know who
Any
did
luck
it.
with that?
I know who did it, but I'm not going to give them any attention. They're just pathetic cowards. But
It was Pimpmunk who was
it is illegal, but no one has ever really gotten prosecuted for it or anything like that. So there's what good is a law that isn't enforced? So it might as well not be a law.
Yeah.
And there's nothing in that fucking video I don't understand that shit.
Right. This wasn't a case where I used any content under fair use or anything. It was literally just me talking.
Really?
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, refute that shit and hopefully they respond.
Oh, I already did. Oh, it'll go away. Here's the thing, though. The person who filed it gets to sit on it for up to 14 days.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
And
That's
they know
why
that shit, too. So.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
I hope they catch herpes.
Yeah, really.
I hope they catch herpes.
Where is fight?
Well, normally you have to come in contact with other people to catch that, so I would say they're safe there. Yeah.
Should we read anything now, or do we have more news? Should we read some Streamlabs?
We are going to read Streamlabs, yes.
Let's read some Streamlabs.
And the Streamlabs have been great so far today. Holy shit.
Right. Is there a story about Trump and Chyna?
No.
It's in the head.
See, when the funny papers.
You know what?
Episode name.
I don't know if I have. Maybe that wasn't actually sent to me. Let's see. I'll just have to take that out, I guess. Or let me see. Trump versus Chyna.
You naughty tomatinos. Trump versus Chyna.
Yeah, I don't even see that in there. Let's see.
It's like a wrestling match?
Yeah, it's spelled like that. That's what I was thinking at first. I'm like, dude, I think she's dead.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, Chyna's dead.
They spelled it like Chyna?
Dead.
Yeah, in the
I had a friend in LA invite me to a birthday party, and I didn't want to fly down for the birthday party because I was being a little broke bitch that week. And Chyna was there at the party, and I super regretted it because it was right before she passed away. I totally could have hit on her and maybe even made the list, dude. Might have saved her life with my sexuality.
Oh my god.
She'd have fell in love with me and changed her ways, man. She'd be here today if I would have just flown down there.
I didn't find her attractive.
I didn't either, but if she's a former Intercontinental Champion, right? If you get the chance to bang a former Intercontinental Champion, you
all
do
of them are men except for her. Anyway, here it is. Here's the Chyna. Trump versus Chyna.
At one point today, the Dow was down more than 700 points, continuing a volatile week over fears that despite President Trump's reassurances, there is no actual 3-month truce between the U.S. and China in this trade war. And the situation has been exacerbated by the arrest of a Chinese executive in Canada at the request of the U.S. government. She is the daughter of the founder of the tech giant Huawei. To help explain this, Huawei is to China kind of like what Apple is to the United States. Huawei, the second largest manufacturer of smartphones in the world. Apple is third. Now, this will assuredly upset what is already this ugly trade situation. The U.S. Commerce Department announced today that the U.S. trade deficit increased to a 10-year high.
Apple is third?
And a record trade shortfall with China. Despite this bad trade news and uncertainty about whether the president has a clear strategy, Mr. Trump has been trying to project confidence about what he claims is progress on trade with the Chinese. CNN's Abby Phillip is at the White House for us right now. And Abby, an administration official, says there's a plan for the U.S. to seek extradition of this Chinese executive.
That's crazy. So she happened to be in Canada. They're like, yeah, arrest her for us, guys. Canada's like, yes, yes, daddy, we'll do whatever you ask us.
I wonder if, like, Huawei, I never heard of it. You know, I don't live in China. I don't
It's
know
a
about
big
this phone
brand.
line. It's a big brand.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder if they're the ones selling phones to everybody in India that's subscribing to.
No,
It's
to
Europe.
us too.
Because
US
we have them in the U.S. I never seen them before. I'm like, are these all the phones where people subscribe to T-Series? Is Huawei responsible for the fall of PewDiePie? These are the questions I ask myself when I stay up at night.
Yes, they are, dude.
Yes.
Hate them. Burn them at the stake.
Samsung is still number one. Speaking of Samsung, I have a Samsung phone. I'm a good guy.
Yeah. Good boy.
That's right, Jake. Amid all the turmoil on Wall Street, the administration is saying that they plan to extradite this Huawei executive to the United States. And some in the administration believe that this arrest can be used as leverage in negotiations on trade with China.
What kidnapping? What?
As global markets spiral over fears that a trade war is on the horizon, President Trump only adding to the turmoil. Trump, who regularly takes credit for the soaring stock market, now silent as markets fall in the wake of a handshake deal with China that days later remains short on concrete.
He took credit for it while it was good, and he doesn't talk about it while it's bad.
Of course.
Of course.
We all knew that was going to happen. Like, being surprised by Trump right now would be a surprise.
I am not surprised.
I would be surprised if I was surprised.
Details. After hailing the agreement as an incredible deal,
It's an incredible deal. It goes down, certainly, if it happens, it goes down as one of the largest deals ever made.
President Trump now changing his tune on China, voicing concern that it might not materialize. Tweeting, "We are either going to have a real deal with China or no deal at all, at which point we will be charging major tariffs against Chinese product being shipped into the United States." Days after Trump's 3-hour meeting with China's President Xi Jinping in Argentina, the Chinese have yet to confirm some of the key promises the president claims China made: to lower or eliminate auto tariffs and immediately purchase American agricultural products. Administration aides also struggling to clean up the mess.
The president expects, I think he's right, he's going to get it, they will take their car tariffs down to zero.
I'm taking President Xi at his word and his commitment to President Trump, but they have to deliver on this.
All this as the U.S.'s trade dispute with China takes a dangerous turn. Canadian officials revealing Wednesday the U.S. requested the arrest and extradition of a top Chinese tech official, Huawei's chief financial officer Meng Wanzhou. The provocative move that could be described as the equivalent of arresting the head of Apple's family member came just as President Trump was sitting at a dinner table in Buenos Aires with China's president on
Teddy
Saturday.
Rubskin in the
While
chat.
details about the charges she might face remain scarce, Trump's national security advisor John Bolton said the company has long been accused of being a national
That guy
security
looks
risk.
like that guy sitting next to Trump. All right, he's got these big bushy
He
eyebrows.
looks like a character in one of Egghead's dad's movies.
He does. I feel like he might be on an episode of Undercover Boss, and he's
Bolton?
like Trump's boss, but he's in a mask. So this is a filming of White House Undercover Boss. Because he does not look like a human. He looks like he's wearing a disguise.
The United States.
I think that might be Dana
We've
Carvey
had
under
enormous
there.
concern.
Looks like a fucking
for
It's
years
John Bolton.
about in this country about the practice.
He's been around a long time.
Chinese firms to use stolen American
Real good
intellectual
singer.
property. So, not respecting this particular arrest, but Huawei is one company we've been concerned about.
And Bolton did say that he did know that this arrest was happening on Saturday, but he would not say whether President Trump did as well. But clearly, a high-stakes situation is unfolding right now as both sides try to sort out these trade disputes. In the meantime, it seems the global economy is hanging in the balance, Jake.
All right, Abby Phillip at the White House for us. Let's talk about it with our experts. First of all, let's start with the fact that on December 1st, the CFO with Huawei, this woman who's the daughter of the CEO, was arrested. That's the same day that President Trump was meeting with President Xi. We don't know if President Trump knew it. Now we have some administration officials saying that this could be used as part of the trade negotiations. Does that seem odd to you?
He's taking hostages for the trade negotiation?
Yeah.
We'll give you back your Huawei employee.
I love saying that.
If you give us a little break here.
It makes me think of the convenience stores Wawa. You ever seen those?
Yeah,
before?
Wawa's great. You can get a 2-foot sandwich at 3 a.m. made to order.
I've never seen them here.
Oh yeah, they're like in New Jersey. I saw them a lot.
Yeah.
I like going to Sheets.
Philadelphia.
Like these Sheets, they'll give you like hot dogs, like 2 for $1, and you don't have to talk to anybody. You just go up to a screen, you press some buttons, and then a bag shows up. You don't have to deal with humans at all, and they give you some food. I love it.
Nice.
I love it.
Oh shit! You know what? Before we do this, got to read
them boys.
Yeah.
Read them boys.
Let's see. Hypothesis $5. Did you pre-order Smash Bros. Ultimate, and if so, are you going to be at the midnight purchase?
I did not pre-order. I feel like maybe I should have. Do you get like a playable character if you pre-order?
I don't know anything about
Probably.
it.
Yeah.
Probably.
I feel like a dunce for not pre-ordering.
Jaden M, $10. Hi guys, haven't seen you live in some time. I've had a lot of shit going on in my life. My relationship, which now my kind had been, which now my kind had been born, and I'm 16. What?
That's the one that didn't read earlier.
Yeah, and I haven't been able to be happy at all. Please make this show great and make my night all right. I'll try my best.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah,
things been
good
going
luck
well,
with
my
all
friend.
that.
I'm glad you're here live.
Sorry if I read that wrong.
I'm sorry to hear all that shit. Sorry.
Yeah, hypothesis. I'm Yodel Rick.
Yodel Rick!
What's that?
Pickle Rick,
Oh,
but
the
Yodel.
pickle thing.
Oh,
The pickle. It was a
okay.
meme. It was a meme.
Damn
It was
it.
a meme. A meme.
Because I'm a fucking pickle, man.
I'm Yodel Rick.
Instead of Eye of the Tiger, we need I can't. Eye of the Niger.
What?
I guess PETA would try and pull some shit like that. Thanks, PETA.
Someone drew like a cock and balls and put it in there.
Hey.
Sean Stacks. John Vega is the best pro wrestler who ever lived.
True.
I don't know who that is.
Neither do I. I assume he's related to Savio Vega.
Low energy videos, $5. I am out of here to get ready and do my own show, but beforehand, here you scammers go. Good luck and see you
In the funny papers.
Yeah.
Got him. I'm a baby.
Oh,
Glad to see
okay.
you're still watching, Jaden. Hope we've been living up to your standards because we want to make your night better. And if we aren't living up to your standards, I guess we'll have to eat more hot sauce. I'm just kidding. That's not happening again.
Fuck.
It's not happening again. Ben and I both killed ourselves over that last batch. It was so bad. My face was broken
gotta
out.
watch that
It's
show.
only finally healing. It's still not perfect. I still have blotches, but
I thought I
it
was dying.
much worse.
Dude, I don't have any capsaicin tolerance. So, like, whenever I have it, even mild sauce burns so bad.
Yeah. I used to be much worse too. Like when I was young, I couldn't handle any sort of hot. And I remember forcing myself to eat a bag of spicy pork rinds just so I could try and get over it. And those aren't that hot, but I forced myself to do it.
Those are hot to me.
I know, right? And I was crying. Now I've built my tolerance up over the years, but it took a while. Now I can eat a bag of spicy pork rinds and rub my eye with the pork rind dust on it and be fine. Were those all the tooties?
Yeah. Yeah, for me, the hot sauce wasn't the burn in my mouth. It was the unbelievable pain in my stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just done.
Yeah.
Ben died a little.
He died.
Good evening. So always check things before you give them away. So this is an Airbag MacBook Air, and a customer gave it to me. He was a customer before, and I remember meeting him 6 months ago, and I couldn't remember who he was. Then he called me out of the blue to come and take some stuff away, and I thought when he gave me this, I thought it was like a pad, something like that. And he told me that a friend had spilt something over it, and
oh no!
And it looked as though they said it had been spilt over, and they said it was 80,000 yen to repair it. So it's better than, you know, you might as well have bought a new one. But so this was about, it was last week. So it was last week. So I finally took it home. I took it out of the car, plugged it in, and lo and behold, it's working. So, what would you do?
Return it.
Yeah. Tell me. The guy is a good guy, by the way. Very nice guy.
So I made a video exposing all of his private
Give it to my
information.
son for his 18th birthday. And if he doesn't want it, I'll play with it. But, so what would you do? Keep it, tell the guy, return it to him, or give it your son for his 18th birthday? Let me know. Bye-bye.
Are you serious? That's all this was?
Seriously?
Yep.
Hey, what do you think? This guy gave me this, and it's busted, but nope, psych, it works. What should I do? Should I give it back, or should I give it to somebody like my son? What?
Your son.
I mean, or was this other option? Should he keep it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no altruism here. He's like, I could keep it, or I could give it to my son, or I could return it to the guy that gave it to me. He's a nice guy. Or I could keep it. Just keep it, dude.
I would keep it. I would keep the fucking thing.
I would keep it. I'd be like, hey, man, this thing works. You said it cost them 80,000 yen. I fixed it for you. I'll give it back to you for 10,000 yen. Right?
I guess it's the friend gave it to him. Like, if this is busted, you can have it.
Well, yeah, well, like that's the thing, right? The friend never would have known that it worked, right? If he wouldn't have made a freaking video about it and put it up online.
Yeah.
Is his conscience gonna get to him? Is this the telltale heart beating underneath his damn?
It's that guy with the beard.
Yeah, no, it's Santa Claus. Is he gonna be sitting here? Is he going to be sitting there just listening to his conscience say, you really should have given this back? You know what you need to do? You need to make a YouTube video. You make a YouTube video asking the 7 people who follow you whether or not you should keep this damn laptop. Just keep it or give it back to the guy. Don't give it to your son for his birthday. Go buy him a present, dude.
Sink pisser.
Yeah, this guy pisses in the sink. This is a troll or not a troll segment, but he's not trolling. He's just a weird human.
Yeah,
he's a stone cold nutter.
Right.
Here's a McDonald's McRib review.
Oh no!
I saw the McRib was in season.
The
right
McRib
now.
is back.
The McRib.
The McRib is back.
Why do I keep doing this to myself? Jesus, is this shit?
There is a first time for everything.
This is a very unflattering angle for this gentleman.
He always does this. This is that guy who dresses like John Cena.
He looks like he might be a puppet.
Oh, that guy.
He has a cartoon voice.
And face.
Had a McRib before.
Yeah.
I never had a McRib before.
In late October, November, time to try the McRib. Ooh. Jesus, look at this fucking shit. Oh my god.
Have you guys ever ordered a McRib without sauce?
My
No.
god.
It looks like
I've seen a photo of it.
yeah, it looks like a fetus or something. It's so gross.
Yeah, I worked at McDonald's when I was a teenager. I had to cook the fucking things.
I haven't eaten a McRib.
I haven't either.
Damn that shit!
Oh,
I like them.
Really?
disgusting.
I bet they're
piece of
good.
doom.
I bet they're
I
good, dude.
never had the mispleasure.
This is
of
actually
putting
really
it
good.
In my mouth.
This is a really good video.
I put some disgusting things in my mouth, which I'm definitely ashamed of.
I feel like
Oh,
this
wow.
guy. I feel like this guy's parents were Tim and Eric.
Dude. Yeah.
This is
I love Tim and
unreal.
Eric.
This is unreal. This human being here is so surreal.
Yeah, he's just he's like, it's unbelievable. Is he really this way or is he a troll?
It's very well done either way.
We're talking about that. That's a secret.
That voice,
But
man.
this-
I could not be around this dude more than 10 minutes without punching him in the fucking trachea. I
He's from,
promise.
what,
Have you seen that
Massachusetts?
Chyna video? That
He's a
he
New
made?
England guy.
Yeah.
This is everybody in New England is like this.
This McRib was definitely the most fucking disgusting. It should be fucking condemned.
Change the angle.
The
These
McRib
nostril angles, man. I don't get this.
The McRib is almost as disgusting as this camera angle. Look at this guy's chin. He's got a couple of McRibs dripping off of his face from this angle.
He looks like a thumb.
Yeah,
is this like the camera angle from the Mcrib's point of view?
Yeah.
This is basically his face and neck right now.
Yeah, he's sitting there saying the McRib's disgusting. The McRib's sitting there thinking the same fucking thing. This dude is.
Yeah, this guy looks like he's about to dip his head in a McNugget packet. It's just there's something wrong
like a
with
toxic waste barrel.
this. Yeah.
That's a great.
Seriously, look at this goop.
I love how like there was no point where he decided to take a picture of the entire sandwich.
Yeah, no.
He started
Look at
eating
this
half of
goop.
it and
Well,
then he
it's
decided to
because
make
you,
a video.
Like, look at this goop. Like, obviously, because you already ate it, so you smeared the shit. And it also looks like he kind of dipped his finger in the shit and kind of made it dirty.
No, that's not a
like
finger. That's
impossibly dirty.
That's
How did it
actually
get
just
all
no.
over
That's
there?
that's how the sandwich slides around in the packaging. It's,
does
it's a
slide
messy as hell. Like
Wait,
that's
did he
and
go
it's
home and
tasty
eat
as
this?
fuck.
no. He's eating it at the McDonald's, right? He's got the placemat underneath it.
Wow.
But just the
Okay,
fact.
well, regardless, like, show the whole thing and then show you eating it.
I'm gonna play my fat fuck card here.
Yeah,
What?
They're delicious.
they're
I
delicious.
bet they are, dude. I
Well,
want to try one.
Pimpmunk, I feel like you have some sort of condition
I
that.
haven't ate one in many years. I haven't ate one in like
No,
probably
like because this is the
15
thing.
years.
This is the thing, right? I used to eat these too, and I used to enjoy them. And I had a
Back in-
condition. I had a condition called I hated myself because I was fat. Right?
Yeah.
The best way to deal with that was
All
to
fat
shove
people
food in
hate
your
the
face.
Yeah, the best way to deal with that was to cry into a rib sandwich and chase it down with some
The
McNuggets
tears make it better.
and a giant glass of orange
Tears
drink.
had a salty flavor to it.
A giant glass of orange drink.
Orange drink.
Orange drink.
Like Orange Crush?
No, it wasn't even
Kool-Aid?
Crush. It was like the high C orange from McDonald's.
Oh.
Uncarbonated.
Oh, dude, I loved that shit.
Your boy used to chug orange
Dude,
drink.
that shit is. I think they stopped carrying.
They don't have it anymore because they realized it was straight
No, I don't think they
diabetes.
That shit was delicious.
Yeah, like they used to give it to kids when kids would like do walkathons in elementary school. You'd have like the big thermos or not the big drink carrier full of orange drink. They would the McDonald's would donate it for the kids, and you only go on the walk because you wanted some of that orange drink, right?
When I was in the sixth grade, I went to a summer camp, or it wasn't a summer camp though. It was with school.
Yeah,
we went there for like a week, basically.
Yeah.
Sixth grade camp for a week. They had this drink there. They called it Zippy. And it was like totally fucking sugar. It was a red drink though.
Ooh,
and they made it there. And it was unlimited. Like during during like meals and shit, you could drink unlimited Zippy.
Yeah.
And I saw people throw up from drinking too much of it, just like red puke all over the ground.
I did something when I was a kid. There was this a comedian said something about ghetto juice, right? He was like, and the joke was, yeah, you know, you go to the hood and you get ghetto juice. It's like half water, half sugar, and a packet of Kool-Aid. And so I thought it was funny, and I did that, and I brought it to school, and I was sharing it with everybody. And this tiny little girl had to go home because she like almost died from drinking the ghetto juice.
Did she have blood sugar issues?
Something, yeah. And they tried to suspend me over it, and I'm like,
what?
I'm like, your boy
What
just
they
brought
do,
in some.
I grew up in the hood, man. We get it ain't grape Kool-Aid. It's purple. It's purple Kool-Aid.
Purple.
You get the purple. You make that purple drink up. And
Put some codeine in
you
it.
put about 2 packs to about 15 pounds of sugar.
Have you guys ever had the Sunny D like red one? That shit's good as drink. Or good as fuck.
It's good as
red
drink.
drink.
Hey, you know, you know that Sunny D red drink is good as drink, right?
It's good as
That's
drink.
the good as drink.
Good as drink.
Yeah. And then another thing we would do is we would get the bums to buy us Thunderbird, right? Because we were underage. And we would take the Thunderbird and we would take
Thunderbird.
Thunderbird's like bum wine. It's like $3 a bottle, big old thing of like high octane
Never had
wine, clear. And you get a packet of Kool-Aid and you mix like a packet of grape Kool-Aid into the Thunderbird, shake it up so it has like a flavor. We used to call that statutory grape.
Statutory grape.
Because we were all underage. And the bums would buy it for us. We give them a $5, they bring us back a bottle of Thunderbird, pocket the $2.
Yeah.
We used to drink Mad Dog.
Mad Dog was
I
good.
drank Mad Dog.
Mad Dog, Boone's Farm, Cisco.
You ever drank a Steel Reserve?
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
I have.
High gravity.
Cisco. You brought up Cisco.
Cisco. Yeah. Oh, my God. I had a party with a bunch of other underage kids when I was underage, and we had a tent in our backyard because it was summertime, so we had the tent set up. And this one girl was drinking damn Cisco. Another girl was drinking another color Cisco. Another girl was drinking a whole different color Cisco. They started puking and triggering each other. They were puking in unison. It was Technicolor fountains pumping out of these like 15-year-old girls' mouths.
Technicolor fountains.
Technicolor fountains. Yeah. It was so gross.
I seen a girl smash another girl in the face with a bottle of Boone's Farm one time.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I knew this one girl, she bit a girl's finger off. Running around drinking Cisco. Was so drunk they got in a fight. She bit the girl's finger off.
That's insane.
Chased it with Cisco.
That's fucked up. I better do his testicle off.
You didn't bite it off. You like squashed it like a grape in your mouth. It's fucking terrible.
That's what I heard it went.
You made mashed potato. Mashed banana.
You're brutal.
Oh, St. Ides.
Whooping my ass.
St. Ides was another
I used to
drink
that.
made for kids.
Yeah.
Because they make all these colorful drinks because they're like...
I was already legal drinking age when it came out, but I remember that one shit, Sparks.
Sparks, yeah. I used to drink a lot of Sparks.
Oh, dude.
They had
Didn't it
Tilt
have
come out
caffeine in it,
afterwards.
too?
Yeah, it had caffeine. Four Loko. I used to get like Tilts because they were 99 cents. They were like the cheap version of Sparks. And we'd go like just drive around drinking Tilts all night. We were kids then,
First
too.
time I ever got a hold of real bourbon, though, I was 10 years old. I got into my uncle's cabinet. I puked for fucking hours and hours.
And like I said before, we had this conversation before. I talked about Rumpelmans.
Yeah.
And I talked about, another one was Goldschlager.
Goldschlager.
Yeah, I know Goldschlager.
Oh, dude, hell yeah. Goldschlager brings back tons of memories.
Never heard of these things.
Yeah.
Goldschlager is basically like, what is it?
It's schnapps.
It has gold pieces.
Is it a
in
schnapps?
It's
got
like
gold.
peppermint.
It's got gold pieces in it.
Or cinnamon schnapps.
Cinnamon, yeah,
It's
cinnamon schnapps with gold pieces, actual gold flakes in it.
Oh.
You take what's it called again? The Goldschlager?
Yeah.
Goldschlager,
Yeah.
Wild Turkey, and a Jägermeister makes a dead Nazi shot if you mix the three together.
Oh, really? I need to do that. What is it?
Goldschlager, Wild Turkey whiskey, and Jägermeister. You mix them together. It's called a dead Nazi.
Does it have to specifically be wild turkey?
I mean,
you gotta drink the Dirty Bird, man. The Dirty Bird is awesome.
You could probably do without Wild Turkey, but I would recommend it.
Okay. I'll look for
Wild
those stuff
turkey
next
will
time
keep-
I'm at the liquor store.
Wild Turkey will grab you by your testicles, squeeze them, and make you a fucking man.
And then what else do you put besides that and wild gold turkey?
Wild
What was it?
Turkey,
Wild
Goldschlager, and Jägermeister.
He said wild gold turkey.
Yeah, Wild Gold Turkey. That's a new one you just created.
Wild Gold Turkey.
Yeah.
Wild
What should it
Gold
be?
Turkey.
BENPAI's blood.
Oh my god.
With like
what the fuck?
Jägermeister.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Wild
should
Turkey
donate
ain't
blood to
German.
the-
Yes.
That's
I
what
will buy
killed
your
the
blood
Nazi.
from you.
Yeah, fuck no, you
Well, that
won't.
escalated quickly.
Let me buy your blood. I would like to make a mead out of it. I want to make a mead out of your blood.
Fuck
What's the
no.
worst beer you ever drank, Ben?
The worst? Oh my god, there's so many.
Mine was Schlitz.
Right now I really like Molson's Canadian.
I mean, are we counting like are we counting like Colt 45 and that kind of shit?
Yeah, any beer you
Yeah.
want. Any beer you want, man.
Lager, whatever.
I really don't like I don't like the really watery Mexican beers like Sol. That's
Corona.
one.
Yeah.
Corona, Tecate.
I hate Corona.
That kind of shit.
Climb the pink
So
Corona.
much.
Corona's
Just
Mexican beer either. It's kind of nasty.
like the worst beer I have drank is from Lidl actually, and it's just named beer, nothing else.
It's just
and
called
it
beer?
tastes- yeah,
being skull-fucked
yeah,
by
it
Christmas.
tastes like hot dog juice.
Good one.
Groucho Snarks with the good joke. That was a good joke.
Oh, and by the way, now we're 3/4 of the way to the goal.
Almost over.
Man,
now.
it just
Almost over
happens.
now.
It just happens.
You can,
Gotta work
you
overtime.
can do it.
damn
Put your
it,
back
pal.
into it. Oh yeah. Oh, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna see another crazy. You're gonna finish this guy's fucking.
No, his video is so fucking long. Who wants to watch a 7-minute review of a McRib?
Like,
you eat it, and then you go, oh, this is good. Oh, this is bad. This is why it's good. This is why it's bad. End of video.
I watch
And plus, we're
some
looking at his
food
booger
reviews.
holes.
His booger holes, yeah.
Yeah.
I watch some food reviews, and they're really like the least captivating content. But for some reason, I've watched like at least a half a dozen different people do a half a dozen different videos. Dame
I'm about
Drops.
straight gross shit.
Dame Drops does like a very high energy food review, but everybody else is just like, today I'm gonna try the Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supreme. All right, hold on. Have to get a few more chews. No,
I'm gonna
one
be
more
eating
bite.
Tibetan yak jerky on my channel pretty soon.
Really?
I've eaten a yak burger. There used to be this burger restaurant in Albuquerque that opened while I was living there, and it had all kinds of exotic meat for their burgers. It even had like kangaroo, and it had kangaroo and yak and some other stuff too. That it was like, huh, that's unique.
My pee-pee.
All right.
Oh,
Your pee-pee?
Holy
Finn,
Finn.
you just put your pee-pee on the glass. Good.
Oh no!
Thank you.
Finn, where did you get this money? Like, did you sell the Jew paintings you got?
I sold my body.
Oh my God!
Buddy.
Yeah.
He sold his organs on the black market.
That's an organs.
But
organ
somehow,
story.
you guess what, guys? You can live without organs. Finn is living proof.
Yeah.
Yep.
My Streamlabs didn't come
I also
through.
abused
Why?
the only lung I have left.
If it didn't
did
come
not.
through, I'll take a look at it and see what's up.
Yeah, we'll catch up with you, Adam. Awesome.
We just have to get
Adam,
through this
awesome
segment.
sauce.
Yeah, let's get through this crazies.
This past week, it appears Jesuits have gotten my apartment's management because my toilet quit flushing and I had to call them for maintenance. And they sent people to fix my toilet who didn't seem to know what they were doing. In short, the toilet's fill valve was installed without adjusting it for height. So that the water level in the back tank was too low and there wasn't enough water for a proper flush. In short, the toilet would not flush properly. I had to figure out on
gotta
my
be the
own what
Jesuits,
was wrong
right?
with the toilet. It took me hours of playing around with the fill valve and water levels in the
Hours
back
of playing
tank
around with
because
little
I'm not a
dookies.
plumber. And I had to instruct my apartment's management about what I knew the
floating little dookies.
problem
she's
to
playing
be.
fucking
The
micro
water level
machines
in the
with
back
floaters.
tank was too low.
Having
Their
Battleship.
response was irritation for daring to tell them what they were doing wrong with my toilet. And one of their maintenance people came over to fix the
Oh my
toilet.
God.
Only
Could you imagine just being a fucking maintenance guy having to deal with crazy Gail's shitter? Like she's putting Jesuits into the equation. You're like, look, woman, we just got to change the water fill line. And she's like, well, hold on. I think that's actually clone Brent Spiner took a dump in the upper decker in my toilet. And you're just trying to get through your damn day. And this crazy woman is badgering you.
Piece of shit.
What do they call that again? They just call it upper decking.
Upper decker? Yeah, when you shit in the instead of the toilet bowl, you shit in that little area there.
That's fucking terrible because you got to clean that out like by hand somehow.
So I think the only worst prank is when you shit into somebody's towel, then refold it and put it back on the shelf. So when they go to dry off, they rub like a turd all over their wet body.
Foul.
to lecture me for messing with the valve that adjusts the height for the fill valve as I attempted to make the water level in the back tank higher, and that was all they did for the visit, except to agree with me that I probably needed a new fill valve, but they didn't have the new fill valve available for some strange reason. They insinuated that I broke the toilet when I tried to adjust the fill valve for height.
Probably did.
To make a long story short, I called up maintenance and told them the toilet either needed a new fill valve that would get the water level in the back tank higher, or that when they're gone...
You know what's kind of funny? This tank looks like Egghead's bathtub.
It does.
But those tanks always look gross inside.
How old is it?
Yeah, those tanks are always gross.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I installed the new fill valve. He failed to adjust it for height, and once it got put into the toilet, it could not be adjusted further. The main adjustment to a fill valve has to happen before it's installed, and for some strange reason, the maintenance worker failed to do this, and so my toilet didn't work. My apartment's management never apologized for their error and just got irritated at me for being brilliant enough to figure out what they did wrong. I suspect that Lori McBride may have paid them to try and make me look crazy, because every time their maintenance people came over, they seemed more concerned about the fact that I kept bumping into things because Jesuits were using brain control on me.
Brain control. Brain to brain sex.
Brain control had Gail digging around in her fucking toilet like a tweaker. Tore the shit apart probably 18 times.
Like a tweaker.
I guarantee you this, like, she's calling maintenance multiple times in this story. They probably had to come down and fix this hella, and she just keeps digging at it because maybe she's got particularly large dumps and they're not flushing right? Like, did the Jesuits make her eat a potato without chewing, and she's just crapping out an entire potato? Is that the problem?
Yeah, probably. Or she's crapping out like a pure, like, crystal... THC crystal.
Yeah,
because maybe she smokes a lot of dope, dude.
Did Zach Knight or whoever the hell is in her ear right now tell her to coke mule some Percocet and travel over?
She's pooping out entire pills.
Yeah, she's pooping out perks or something. She got a balloon full of
She's
Seroquel.
muling
She's
Percocet.
muling Seroquel, man. That's the problem. She's trying to flush.
She poops out an entire pill of Seroquel.
Not a pill, an entire condom full of them. She's she's Seroquel muling. There's more to this story. Look, if she can make up stuff, we can too.
I buy Seroquel from Gail.
You would not buy her butt mule Seroquel.
Or that I had left my keys in the door overnight. That's also because of Jesuit brain control. Then they weren't fixed.
So every mistake Gail makes, just Jesuit brain. You know what? Actually, Gail retweeted me the other day.
Hey.
Yeah.
No way. What'd she say?
Well, she didn't do like a quote retweet. She just retweeted something about the DMCA's and stuff, because I was pissed about the DMCA shit.
Wow, how nice of her.
Probably the Jesuits DMCA'd me.
My toilet.
Probably. You should
Good
tell her
news
that.
is after I told them I was 100% sure I knew what was wrong with the toilet and gave them detailed instructions about how to fix it. The toilet.
Imagine Gail like schooling these people. Like, no, I'll tell you how to fix it.
Seriously.
Works great now after I babysat their maintenance worker who came over to ensure he did
These incompetent fools.
the job right.
Can you imagine the plumber coming over to fix that shit, and she's there like telling him what to do?
I can definitely imagine.
Gail.
Yeah, after dealing with her multiple times, the guy's like, "Go get it right this time. We don't want to get called back. We're tired of this shit. If you do it right and it works, and she breaks it again, then we'll just..."
I wonder if they watch her videos, like if they know about the videos and shit.
I'm sure they don't. I'm sure they have no idea. I'm sure everybody in the apartment complex knows her because she probably goes around the hallways being weird as hell. And they're like, "That's the weird lady." And they don't realize that she's all over the tubes for 15 freaking years.
However, the response I got from my apartment management on the day they finally came over to really fix my toilet was, "Will you be there when they come over to fix it?" "Of course, that's why I called," I said. This apartment manager apparently remembers with great clarity the one time they came over to install new windows to my apartment in 2015, and I was sleeping in. I had to quickly get dressed, and they had to knock on my door very loud to get me to let them in because I was sleeping. The reason this happened is because the day before, when the window installers came to measure the windows, I asked them if I needed to open the doors to let them in the next day when they installed the windows. They said no. They said they would do all the work from the outside and didn't need for me to open the doors to let them in, so I slept in. Apparently because of this misunderstanding, which I explained.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
This is so weird.
without knowing Gail's like interesting background, this is like, wow, a video about installing a toilet thing.
I'll tell you what's interesting though. Egghead bathes in Gail's toilet.
Oh yeah.
It's a work in progress, darn it. Gosh darn it, guys. It's a work in progress.
I can't wait to see the new Western Porcelain Creek.
The duel.
I can't wait to watch the new Western Ram Ranch.
Ram Ranch.
Ram Ranch.
Flush twice at high noon.
The duel of the deuces.
Dum, dum, dum.
We are sweet boys.
Chronic confusion is life.
So very sweet.
Gail is talking about her huge donkey shits. Oh no.
Looks like the goal is going to be met no matter what.
That's awesome.
Because we have a Saturday too.
Yeah.
Saturday into the night. I think it was the 4th of July.
Saturday here at the park.
Oh yeah, that's how the song goes. I don't know things.
Something 4th of July.
Remember our guy from the opening of this damn show, fucking Autism Powers, singing that song? That was actually better than I thought. It wasn't good.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It wasn't good at all, but I expected much worse out of that thing.
You gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if you make it or not.
No, it's all right.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Like if this was all he ever put out, maybe Priya or Pretty would have sex with him.
You got each other to last all night. Oh,
He doesn't get the words right for
We
one
got
thing.
each other to last all night.
Give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh,
Okay,
we're
maybe
living on a prayer.
still better than I thought it would be.
We make it us
Ding dong, baby.
Oh, we're living on a prayer.
That's painful.
Still better than I thought it would be.
I followed him on Twitter yesterday.
Oh, look at Stalker Ben.
Stalker Ben. Ring a ding ding, baby.
Ben's trying to get a pic of that ding.
There's someone in the
dong.
chat always complimenting my head. What about that dude's head? Seriously. He needs some serious fucking...
He needs some head?
He needs some head compliments.
He looks like the dude from Mad Max.
Yeah, he's bad but not terrible. He's not good. He's bad, but he's not like excruciatingly bad. Like he's embarrassing.
I know a lot of people who are creeped the fuck out by that dude.
I am, yeah. I think I'm just giving him props right now because he wasn't grabbing his dick and...
How do you know he wasn't? It was only showing him from like the shoulders up.
Okay, he wasn't
He could
grabbing
have been
his dick on
stroking it
camera.
the entire time.
God damn it, I think he was.
He could have had it out.
Grabbing mine.
No, now that you bring that up, he probably was. Damn it. I didn't want to think about that. You ruined my appetite. You ruined my sensual appetite, Benjamin.
You bastard.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
I hope you die in a fire.
Security Monitor Lizard says, Billy, can I fart in your belly button? No.
This guy's pretty weird.
What's going on, his brother?
Can I fart in your belly button?
Okay.
All right. On a serious note, we are going to be. I just wanted to make some discussions real quick.
What's with this camera?
Want to talk about?
Yeah. This guy about to eat a McRib?
Maybe.
Thing of the Atlantean Council, the Council of Atlantis. All right.
Is this more
Council
Atlantis
of Atlantis,
talk?
the main council is a 13-body council.
Is this guy just trying to get those
Okay,
Aquaman
you got
views knowing the
13
movie's about to come out?
All right. But then there are 13.
I could see like almost all the way up into his brain through his nose right now.
Sub-members of the Atlantean Council. The Atlantean Council is a council of brothers and sisters of
He's like driving around and just has the camera in his lap, like up towards his face.
melanin.
His fucking
Like said
nostrils
before, who are
It scares the shit out of me that this guy's on the road.
not only members of the council to make
He
decisions
is
for the planet,
kind of out there a
for
little bit.
the land, for the people, but also they are warriors. They're fearless warriors who are not afraid to face adversities. The Council of Atlantis, the attire would be red, white, or blue, which is our original colors. This is where they got America from, you know.
America came from the colors?
Colors.
I don't know. Fuck this. We're moving on.
Yeah. Goodbye, Atlantis guy.
Check out this beautiful
The individual Brett Keane segment situation.
Individual situation.
This is Questions for G-Man and Christian Community by Brett Keane. Brett, it says on your channel what your name is, so you don't have to put by anything.
He's got to give credit where credit's due. It's like Neil Breen. He's everything in his credits is by Neil Breen. It's
you mean Brett Keane's by
Hello,
Brett Keane,
ladies
for
and
real?
gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane.
He's back on his belly in bed.
Belly boy. He's
Today
got his
I'm
controller
going to
there.
ask G-Man as
I'm
well
so
as
glad he is
more.
back.
This fucking wallpaper is phenomenal, by the way.
What the fuck, dude?
Holy.
What do you mean, holy? That was you.
No, not me.
I thought Finn said holy. I was like, what? Finn forgot. Oh, shit.
Finjamin.
Finjamin,
you're a sweet boy.
The Christian community
Who
on
is
YouTube,
Finjamin again?
if any
Finn.
still exist.
Finjamin. Finn short for Finjamin, right?
Some
We
questions.
need some Pimpmunk over there.
G-Man, I want to know, do you believe that the Earth is young? Do you believe that the Earth is between 6,000 and 10,000?
Yes, you already know this. Or were you just not paying attention? Like, were you just sitting back and eating while G-Man was, like, running your hangouts for you and, like, talking to everybody?
Years old. And if so, can you explain why it is that you believe this? As far as I'm concerned, I don't see anywhere in the Bible where it actually gives a date or age of the Earth.
I actually think it does.
Yes, it
What
does.
the fuck, dude?
What the fuck?
Dude.
I'm not
Stop
doing
that
this.
money.
I'm not doing this.
Finn, somebody's impersonating you right
Yeah,
now.
what the fuck?
No, actually, I am doing this. That
Whenever
was
I
the meme,
read
dude.
Genesis, I see that
That's the meme.
Adam and Eve were considered immortal before sin and death came into the world. So even though
I think they have calculated what they think the age of the Earth is. Like young Earth creationists using things in the Bible that tells them how old the Earth is.
Wasn't it 6,000 years old?
I hear a lot of them say 6 to 10.
Oh. Because God couldn't be very specific. He had to like give us a 4,000
I
year
don't know.
buffer, right?
the Bible teaches that the earth and the universe and all of existence came into being.
Into being.
Into being.
The universe,
being.
it came into being. Is that a garbanzo? Oh, dude, Billy, it could be
burrito
any
from
kind of
Taco
bean.
Bell.
It could be frijoles negros.
Black beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are some of the better types of beans.
Yeah. Delicious. Delicious.
They're delicious.
What kind of bean is it?
I think the best kind of bean is lima bean. Fight me.
I think the best kind of bean is my
Kidney bean.
Yeah, flicking the bean.
Flicking the bean.
Within
I
6
have
to
a-
7
That
days.
one's keto.
This doesn't necessarily mean that the age of Adam and Eve were this long. Now, I know some Christians are probably going to point to the end of Genesis where it talks about Adam and Eve lived to be like 800-something years old.
Yeah.
But that was after they ate from the tree that brought sin and death into the world. Do you believe that's possible?
But they also say people after them lived for hundreds of years. Like I guess Noah was like 600 or something.
He's gonna say like, oh, they passed it along,
which is ridiculous.
And Yoda was over 900 years old.
300 years old or something.
We know that people thousands of years ago lived a way shorter lifespan.
Yeah.
So this is ridiculous.
Modified their genes.
Oh, okay. I'm going to speed Brett up a little bit.
They could have existed for many, many years before eating from that tree. Doesn't really tell us how many days they did it. Some people might get the impression
Brett does
that the
have a
moment God
point
made
there.
them, Adam and Eve.
Brett does have a point.
What do you mean?
Like they could have been living for 700 to like 800 years, and then they ate the fruit, and then they became.
Yeah, but there were people after the fruit and everything that lived for hundreds of years after that.
Yeah.
That's what I was just saying.
Oh yeah, never
in the
mind.
Bible, there's people that lived after the fruit eating occurred. That lived for hundreds of years.
Damn it, Brett.
It seems to me
I was
whenever
trying to
I
be
read the
Team
Bible-
Brett for a second. Did not. did
That's
not
what you
hold up.
get.
That's
So,
what I get for
Adam
trying to
and Eve
do
walked for a while
mental
with God, and they
gymnastics
talked
with
with
Brett
each other.
Keane.
My next
Brett
question for you,
loves Billy,
G-Man,
though.
the Christian community. Do you
Because
believe
he's not a stupid
Let
guy.
him talk. Let Brett talk, please.
the character Lilith to be true? It's a story about how Lilith was allegedly the first wife of Adam.
I don't think Lilith is anywhere in the actual Bible. So I don't think so. Is it? I don't believe so.
Who is she?
Disobeyed God.
Fraser Crane's wife from Cheers.
Disobeyed man, and she was banished from the paradise that is referred to in Genesis. All right, my next question for Christians is this. Do you believe that disease, sickness, anything that you would consider uncomfortable...
Oh, Lilith was in the Torah. Okay. What, they edit that part out when they put it in the Old Testament?
Let's get rid of this broad.
existed before they ate from the tree. I'll give you an example. Let's say that Eve had had children before eating from the tree. What if she suffered any kind of pain through pregnancy?
What?
Also, do you believe that females had PMS that they mentioned?
What? Yes, that's what females do.
Did he really just say that?
Yeah.
Brett Keane on the female reproductive system.
Prior to eating from the tree. Is there 3 things that you can name off the top of your head that you find difficult or challenging for yourself personally whenever it comes to the Bible? Or do you accept everything to be true and fact? Is there anything that you can think of that bothers you? And I'll take it one step further. Are there 3 things in the Bible that you believe are actually complete and 100%
like what?
100% fact, but you still have a hard time with it? You still have a hard time believing that God did this, or people who served God did this.
Are you still talking to G-Man? He believes it all. He believes all of it. Or at least he pretends he does. He even
You think G-Man's a troll?
He even manipulates reality to make the shit that he says right. He'll deny the existence of starving Christians.
They don't exist. Clearly.
Can you fight a man that
Find
can
me one starving
manipulate
Christian.
Reality.
Yes.
3 things off the top of your head, if you don't mind. Feel free to think about it, of course, but I prefer that you really, really think about this and not go run to Google or some kind of website or something like
I
that.
prefer you don't back up your
don't do
these
no
claims
research.
with any facts. God forbid you research something. Don't do that. You're going to ruin everything if you just do a slight amount of Google searching.
But he wants people to listen to him, who posted a video on YouTube, a website owned by Google, instead. Don't go to Google and listen to them. Just believe me.
Yeah. Because I posted the video on minds.com as well. That's my mind. That's my mind.
As well as.
Meeting
All
of
right,
the
the next question is,
minds.
do you believe that Job in the Bible got treated fairly? The Bible tells us that the devil approached God, insinuated that if God were to take protection off of Job, that Job would falter. Now, from my viewpoint on God, I believe that God knows everything that is logically possible to know. Basically, I am saying that I believe
Without
that God
having to Google.
knows and accepts and understands everything that is logical, necessary, and reasonable, and he's not going to make things that are illogical or unnecessary. Now, my question for the Christian community is, do you believe that evil is necessary? Do you believe that God can do evil, and somehow the conclusion of that evil can somehow be good later on?
What?
Do you believe that God physically created darkness?
Huh? What do you mean by darkness?
I don't know what the hell he's trying to say.
We need to get Brett Keane on acid. That's the challenge.
What?
And crack at the same time.
Get him.
please.
Yeah, we should get Brett to do different drugs and then do videos on different drugs.
So he can get woke about the reptilian computer.
Do you believe that God physically created light? The Bible speaks of different forms of light. What do you think that these lights are speaking of?
Acid.
Do you believe that
Black lights, man.
Black lights and tripping, man.
Black
God
lights
took
matter.
6 days to create the earth?
Black lights.
Some non-believers out there will say things like, I don't believe that anything could have created the earth this quickly. Whenever it comes to God, sometimes I ask myself, was God too slow?
Wow, that's an interesting way of looking at it.
Look at Brett, like the egomaniac. He's like, sometimes, I'm a big Christian, but when I think about God, I'm wondering, why
he's a God believer.
was he maybe a little too slow? If I was God, I would have done it in 3 days. That way I'd have 4 days of rest, because I really like resting.
He is sped up right now, too, by the way.
If Christians tell me, and I also believe that God is powerful, and I believe that God can practically do anything, that he has that authority and power. But it seems to me taking 6 days for
or is he just naturally sped up?
I sped it up.
An omnipresent, all-powerful God to create the earth and the
I
universe.
thought he did,
For a God,
because you
I don't think it
can't
should have took 6
understand him
days.
because he talks so
You know that in science
slow.
it claims that it took a trillionth of a second to create the entire universe, for the universe to expand out into what it is, which is 200 light years, 200 billion light years of space, time, matter, and nature as we see it, know it, and at least understand it. So, some of my next questions are...
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know, right? I think we got the quote of the night out of Brett Keane. Sometimes I think God was a little too slow to make the earth.
Yeah.
That's the quote of the night. It's not going to get any better than that from Brett. From Brett the Vet
supposed
Keane.
to talk about G-Man or something.
These are questions he has for G-Man, I think.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, G-Man. The G-Manatee asked me a few questions, so I'm going to do a Q&A.
G-Manatee?
The G-Manatee.
I thought you said dream manatee, like the manatee that comes to him in his dreams.
Mr. Sand Manatee, bring me a dream.
Like he's like on it like a small canoe out in the like middle of the Atlantic, and all of a sudden he sees it like a fucking manatee come up.
Mermaid situation. Finally gonna get my rocks off at high seas.
That would be his dream situation involving.
That would be his dream situation with individuals.
Dorn, take over the paddles. I'm gonna bag a mermaid.
Yeah, shut up, you scrotum like a bitch. I'm trying to work out.
Make me some mac and seaweed.
Mac and seaweed. Mac and cheeweed.
Mac and cheeweed. I think Brett and Dorn as like pirates on the high seas would be a great cartoon series.
On Adult Swim or something.
It'd be like Squidbillies, but
Squidbillies.
Yeah, like if Squidbillies were pirates.
Oh yeah.
I imagine
Fucking love that
Squidbillies is actually just a documentary of Brett's life.
Don't touch the trim.
You haven't seen. You thought I was a manatee. I'm actually a squid. I don't have mermaid tail. I got real deal tentacles.
I'd believe it. I'd believe it.
Squid King.
Yes.
Octo Pirates. I feel like we need live action screenplay written about this. And then we can make the cartoon after we have the live action screenplay.
Then the Broadway musical.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, see, everyone agrees. That's money in the bank, man.
Dorn, you know what I need. Give me the mac and cheese weed. Dawn.
It's
not vanity.
With my pajamas on.
Yeah.
Adding more shit to my
Yeah, we need
wish
Saitan
list
Atheist to
on
compose
Amazon.
it. Haven't seen him around in a while.
It's been a while.
I think he's last uploaded like
Oh, the
a month
humanity.
ago.
I'm a huge manatee. Dawn, make the
Wow.
mac and cheese.
Oh, damn.
Dawn,
Dude.
Dawn, Dawn.
I'm a huge
You need to record these.
We're
Put 'em on YouTube.
We're writing the Broadway play for after they make a cartoon adaptation of our live action screenplay. All right, this is the order of operations. It's happening now. If you will it, it will come. It's happening.
Yes. Field of Keen.
Dude, I messed my mouse up because the mouse pad is so wet because I spilled beer on it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've spilled beverages before over here.
Yeah.
Have you spilled it on your mouse pad?
I've
It's
spilled
like-
on a keyboard before, you know.
Oh no! Did it ruin it?
No, actually.
I spilled a drink on a
What
laptop.
kind of keyboard do you have?
It's a shitty keyboard, but it does the trick.
Really?
Yeah.
I have like one of those Razer Black Widow 2 chromas, where you can have like the Caesar inducing like colors.
The light
and
display.
shit.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Inducing.
My-
Caesar
Shut up.
and douching.
I'm
Why
kind
is
of
Caesar
drunk.
douching?
Julius Caesar is
Julius
douching.
Caesar's douching. What does that mean? The Julius Caesar is douching.
But yeah, I also have an Alienware Area 51, which I'm set to cut like seizure-inducing shit, and my mouse.
Yeah, if you're gonna
In
have
your
a-
mouth?
in my
In my mouth.
Caesar's douching in my mouth.
Poop in my mouth, bitch.
That's why they banned romaine. Caesar was douching with it.
The Romaine Empire.
The Romaine Empire. Caesar salad was just him douching with the romaine. Ew, that's how you get salmonella.
Salmonella.
Salmon. I can't even.
Salmonella.
Salmonella.
That's how you say salmon. Salmon.
Yeah, salmon.
So it'd be salmonella.
Dude, we should go to Issaquah when they do the crazy salmon thing there. Have you heard about that?
I don't know if I have.
Dude, it's you could stand on a bridge and they all swim upstream. They're
Huh.
going to like their spawning grounds. There's a place where they go and you just see them. They're everywhere.
Swim, salmon,
jumping out of the
swim.
water and all kinds of shit.
I used to go to the locks when I was a little kid and watch salmon. Like they have like a little
Yeah.
aquarium window where the salmon climb up the locks. That was cute.
Dude, so it's official that Seattle's going to get a pro hockey team here.
Not just a pro hockey team.
Oh, awesome.
We're also getting an XFL team.
Yes. Yeah, we are.
Vince
It's
McMahon
true.
is bringing an XFL team to Seattle.
I wonder if they'll play at CenturyLink.
Yeah, they are. They're
Yeah.
playing at CenturyLink.
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
Seattle
crazy.
the capital?
No,
No,
Olympia is the
yeah,
capital.
But Seattle's like the biggest city
I've
in
never
Washington.
even fucking heard of Olympia.
Yeah.
Well, it's
They should
kinda-
make Seattle the capital.
Well, I mean, you know, it's kind of like Lansing too. Lansing isn't anything.
Yeah.
Most
major cities
so
aren't
it's
the
the
capitals.
capital.
It depends on where you are. Columbus is the capital of Ohio, and that's the major
Yeah,
city.
true,
Is it
true, but I'm
Columbus
just
is
talking
bigger than
about in
Cincinnati?
Yes, Columbus is the largest easily.
Okay. Yeah.
Cleveland has the biggest metropolitan area, but Columbus City is the biggest city.
Okay.
But in Lansing, they don't have their own team. It's Detroit that does, which
Denver.
is the capital as well.
Yeah, the XFL, Vince McMahon tried to make football big back when wrestling was at its boom in the late 90s. Was it early 2000s? Was it 2000
Yeah.
he started? And
Yeah.
it failed after one season. He's bringing back the XFL, the Extreme Football League, or whatever the fuck they called it.
It actually didn't actually stand for anything.
It was just XFL.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's bringing that back in 2020, and if you think that it's going to fail this time around,
we'll see.
Then you obviously don't know why he's bringing it back, and this is also pure speculation. This guy got a deal with the Saudi princes to bring football to Saudi Arabia because they want to fill their stadiums with sports.
I was going to talk about the dumb name that someone suggested for the hockey team here.
What was the hockey team?
The Sockeyes.
The Seattle Sockeyes.
Which is weird
That is
because
really dumb.
because Toledo's hockey team is the Walleye.
The Walleye.
Yeah.
What would you want it to be named?
I don't know. I have no idea what would be a good name
I-
for
look,
a hockey
Reddit-
team.
Seattle,
Reddit made-
Sentinels.
No.
See, everything in Seattle, like a lot of stuff in Seattle is like indigenous based.
Yeah,
like the Seahawks.
The Seattle Skyhawks.
The
Skyhawks.
It sounds too similar.
What if they call them the Ski Hawks since they're on skis, right?
Lions.
Seattle coffee makers.
Well, that's people. Look, Reddit made a list of names that were all jokes. They were like the Seattle Starbucks, the Seattle baristas, bullshit like that.
Someone said the Seattle Yeah, someone did. The Kraken is
the Kraken. Yeah, the Seattle Kraken.
Is it Kraken or Kraken?
Kraken.
Is that one of the words that you say wrong on purpose?
I think they actually have dual pronunciations, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Kraken.
Release the
There's no
Kraken.
dual pronunciation. It's just Kraken.
You don't think it's Kraken?
No, it's
Nope.
Kraken.
Shut the fuck up, Billy. Salmon, fucking chill.
The Seattle Kraken, the Skeet Hawks, the Gentriflyers was something I heard.
What? Oh my god!
Because Seattle's being gentrified.
Yeah, that's like
They
some
should-
SJW humor there.
They should pay homage to
It's
Shawn
Seattle.
Michaels and call themselves the Seattle Showstoppers.
The Seattle Showstoppers. But Shawn Michaels isn't from Seattle.
He's from
I know, but who gives a fuck? It's Shawn Michaels.
Pay homage to Daniel Bryan and call it the Seattle Yes Men. Daniel Bryan's a Northwest boy.
Sucks,
Seattle
though.
Seagulls?
Showstoppers actually has a ring to it.
They should call it.
Yeah.
They should call it the Seattle Philanthropists because we're so full of rich people that maybe we can start giving some money back to the people rather than the sports teams.
So the
Seattle Chronic Depressives.
I say if basketball comes back, don't become the Sonics again. Too, pick something new. Start with a new
Do you
beginning.
think they would? We have the right
I think
to
they
be the
would.
Sonics. I think.
With the history behind
That's
it,
what the
probably.
Browns did. The Browns, they lost
Hold
their
on, I
team.
gotta
Their
take
team
a
moved
piss.
to Baltimore, and then when they had to wait until the next expansion, it was only 4 years. But then when they came back, they were the Browns again. The same fucking history of sucking ass continued. While the original Browns moved to Baltimore and won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
After that.
True.
There was someone who suggested the Seattle Super Salads to be the NHL league.
Super Salads.
Like the Supersonics, the Seattle Super Salads. That would
The
have been
Seattle hipsters.
Oh my God.
the Seattle Antifa. That's a good one.
That'd be terrible.
The Seattle Antifa.
Las Vegas got the Golden Knights.
The Seattle Feminites.
Cool name. Golden.
I think that's a little corny, actually. The Golden Knights.
No.
No, I thought it was pretty good.
I don't like it. But that's just me.
They had the best first year showing of a hockey team ever.
I don't really follow hockey. Never had. I know Mario Lemieux and Wayne Gretzky, and that's about where it ends.
Yeah, and that's like 25, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So
that's my hockey knowledge, is literally those two names.
Funny thing
There you go.
about hockey.
Seattle White Knights. There you go.
Funny thing about hockey, there's actually 2 Finnish players that are like in the top players in scoring right now in NHL.
yeah, I mean, I believe it. I used to live in Columbus, and they have the Blue Jackets. That's the hockey team there, and they had a few players from Europe, and they had their goalie was a Russian goalie. He actually played for the Russian Olympic hockey team a few times.
The Seattle Tech Bros. Cute.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
The Seattle Amazon warehouse slaves.
Yeah. The Seattle Order Fulfillments.
The Seattle Amazon drones.
The Seattle drones.
You know, after the owner of the Seahawks died, they wanted Jeff Bezos to buy it, to
Really?
buy the
Isn't
team.
it Bezos?
Whatever it is.
Yeah, Paul Allen was the owner of the Seahawks, and he passed away.
He was a
recently.
Microsoft guy.
Who does his family own the team now? Like, where's it?
I don't
go?
know who owns it now,
Yeah.
but he started out as a Microsoft guy. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, dude, Microsoft owns.
I wonder if Vince McMahon
everything
knows
around
something
here.
we don't, and we're about to lose the Seahawks because Paul Allen died. They're going to go to like, and so Vince McMahon's coming in to take over where the Seahawks are gone. He knows something we don't. Oh my God.
Where's this? Here's the Adam Awesome one that didn't come through. You guys continue to make my nights worth living. Billy, your bullshit kills me. Anyway, you should shout out my band, React, and our EP Flipper.
Check out Flipper by React.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
The Seattle Safe Injection Sites. That's a good one.
that is good.
The Seattle Needles.
Tweaker Corner.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the Everett.
How about Tent City?
The Everett Tweaker Cam. The Seattle Tent Cityans.
Tent
The
Cityans.
Seattle Pinwheels.
Oh my God.
Somebody on Twitter today, because Spotify released like your top artist list and your top plays for the year. Somebody on Twitter tagged me, and their top song they listened to last year was Pinwheels. And I'm like, oh my God.
It's not really that bad.
Chris Raygun was like, why is ICP playing? Didn't he say something like that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Raygun probably has the most. He has the most like clear shots taken against me on record. He's just hit me with too many clear shots.
He's good at that stuff.
Yeah.
What was that cricket thing?
Well,
he told a bad joke that just totally bombed, and he was like, "Oh, and there are literal crickets there."
Yeah, I remember y'all talking. I've never seen anybody on Billy like Mundane Matt though.
You know what? And I was at the bar with Chris Raygun, and he had to show his ID, and I looked at his ID, and his last name really is Raygun, by the way.
Damn, that's a cool name.
For real?
Yeah. Yes.
No fucking way.
It really is Raygun.
It's actually Chris Racist.
That is racist. All ray guns.
No.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
The Seattle Mundane Mats. That's stupid. Why not just call it the Seattle Flaggers?
Does he even live in Seattle?
The Seattle Boulders.
The Seattle
Does he live in Seattle?
Mundane Matt's from outside of Seattle.
No, he's yeah.
So not in Seattle.
Why don't they just name it Seattle Fridges? Hey.
The Seattle Frigidaires. That's a good name, yeah. We should probably just call them the Frigidaires. The Seattle Double
The Seattle
Dares.
Benjamins.
Oh, man.
On an all-new episode of Truth or Frigidaire.
Seattle Rattle Tattle. What the fuck?
Rattle Tattle.
Somebody said it.
You guys have some great ideas.
Yeah,
for
what if we just do a
Yeah.
24-hour show and all it is us naming off Seattle team names for 24 hours? How sick would that
Somebody in the
be?
chat room are funny as hell, though.
Yeah.
The weird thing is that the first American team to ever win the Stanley Cup was from Seattle, way back in the day.
Shout out to the guys in the chat.
What's up, guys in the chat?
What's up, chat boys?
What's
What
up,
about
chat
you,
and the
patron
guys?
chats?
I'm
Going
down
out.
for that. I'm down for that.
How about the Seattle Finballsers?
Finballsers.
Finballsers.
Yeah, dude. The Seattle Triple Nuts.
See, that's why Finn could never be Jake Paul. Because Jake Paul's
Why?
fans are the Jake Paulers. Yours would be the Finballsers. That's
Or the Finn ball polishers.
maybe you got something, Finn ball polishers. You always take it there, Finn.
Did you hear the Michigan accent? He said the Finball polishers.
Finball polishers.
No,
Yeah.
asshole. I said
That's-
the Finn ball polishers.
Yeah,
Polisher.
Said it the same way.
Yeah, yeah.
Jake Polisher. Logan Polisher.
Say
It's
it
a
again.
Michigan accent.
Corrected and said it the
Say-
exact same way.
Shut up. Say how I say it.
Wait,
The
Again.
Finball polishers.
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 No, that's not how you said it.
The polishers.
Notice that.
Polishers.
Hey, dude.
I can't make fun of nobody. I say polishers 'cause I'm a country motherfucker, so there you go.
Well,
Polishers.
fucking. I'm in Michigan.
It's-
But I will say
Yeah,
this.
yeah. You know, that's how I figure out where people are from, like, based on how they talk, usually. You know, everyone has an accent.
Said
Everyone
me.
has a way, their own unique way of
Not
speaking,
me.
which is
I
regional.
I speak like everybody else.
You know.
I say pop instead of stove.
Mine's not really regional,
Yeah,
though.
and you don't, and you
It's
say
soda.
You say pap, like
Pap.
I say pop.
Gotta have a
No.
pap schmear.
Pap.
Is that the same
And
way?
by the way, it's fucking soda. It's not
Pop? No, you fuck off. All I gotta say is pop. Did I say?
No, it's not pap. It's soda.
Am I seriously saying pap?
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
No, pop.
Pap.
It has more of an.
It does.
OH,
It does sound like pop.
It doesn't have no H in it.
There's a
I
little
know
more pop.
but the way I say it.
Egghead just said in the chat he's trying to score some coke. You see that?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we need some Coke for the set of my dad's new movie, Mountains of White.
Egghead, I want Coke, so send me the DMs.
Coca-Cola.
How's my hedgehog? She's fine. Got to keep her warm this time of year because she's from Africa. So I have a heating pad that she sleeps on.
She got to stay warm.
Yeah.
She got to stay warm. We must keep her warm.
I don't know if it's you actually funny or if it's all the kratom I've took tonight.
It's gotta be the kratom, my dude.
Me?
You're a bad influence, Pimpmunk. I know so many people who are addicted to kratom now because of you.
I have a lot of kratoms at my house.
I know, dude. I've caused a fucking kratom craze across the planet.
I've got a lot of kratoms at my house right now.
Dude,
a lot of
Getting a
kratoms.
shitload of kratom.
Well, this
extra.
actually, I've just got this yesterday. It was the first kratoms I've bought in over a month.
Kratums.
Yeah, I say kratoms
It's my
because
very
it's a joke.
first
It's called-
kratom.
Yeah,
Billy
kratoms.
got me saying the kratums.
Yeah, we take
Kratom.
the kratoms.
Yeah, Billy
Do a
got me
weed.
saying that shit. The
Do a
kratums.
weed, take a kratoms. We're drug boys. We can't help it. We're just drug boys.
Someone said, "Do you have a
Sorry.
hedgehog because you're in love with Sonic, Ben?" No, actually, the animal hedgehog is nothing like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, because Sonic the Hedgehog has blue arms.
Sonic the Hedgehog is blue. Period. A real hedgehog is not.
You
Sonic
saying
can
you
talk.
never blew a hedgehog?
Sonic can run really fast. Hedgehogs cannot run very fast. Hedgehogs are mostly blind and they're nocturnal, and they rely on their sense of smell. They like to eat crickets. They don't collect gold rings.
I think the only other person
they
who
like
knows this
cat
much
food.
about hedgehogs is Chris Chan.
I want a chinchilla instead of a hedgehog. You know how cool those
I
fucking
want
things
a
are?
sloth. I want to own a fucking sloth so bad.
Oh, that would be awesome. But you'd need to almost dedicate a whole back room in your basement to it.
Yeah, you
sloth-
gotta
like
think
a
it's
closet.
Sloth.
Well, you don't need to, but it would be happiest.
Sloths
in
have
that, so why
amazing
not do
claws,
it?
right? Like they'll rip your freaking skin
Yeah,
off.
they're mean little fuckers, dude.
Yeah, they do have big claws.
Yeah, but they're slow. I've
I know.
Come face to face with a two-toed sloth at a
Yeah,
zoo.
so have I.
It was like an open exhibit at a zoo, and it was just sitting there looking at me. Like, there's no way. There's no way it would be fast enough to really attack you. They move so slow. It's crazy.
Yeah, they are really slow, so they can't even claw you.
So if it's
They'd be
coming at you, you'd see it coming from like a mile away. You could run away so fast.
and then they try to claw you, which I don't
You'd be
even
gone.
think that's part of their thing. They just want food. If you give them fucking
yeah, they're cool.
what kind of leaves do the eucalyptus leaves?
That's a koala.
Ben, when you were mentioning your hedgehog facts, Egghead brings up a good question. Do hedgehogs have do hedgehogs have an arch enemy called Dr. Robotnik?
No. The worst predator for hedgehogs is actually highways.
Not a doctor?
Really?
Yeah, hedgehogs they curl into a ball when a car comes. They get run over a lot. Like the hedgehogs are wild in Africa and Asia and Europe, but there's none in the Americas. So
wow.
And
We
the
got
kind I have
porcupines.
is an African pygmy hedgehog.
We got porcupines here.
Yeah.
So
Porcupines are not like hedgehogs.
They're not from the same family?
No.
They both have pickles on them.
Porcupines will fuck you up.
Yeah, if you talk shit.
I think,
Dude, I see what I was walking one time on a road, and I thought the armadillo. I seen an armadillo, and I thought it was dead. It was on its back, so I kicked it, and it turned over and came after me.
The armadillo.
Crazy.
Hissing. It was
Yeah, they're
hissing.
crazy. Well, it was pissed you kicked it.
Crazy
Yeah, I deserved to be fucked up by it but I thought it was dead. I was like, what the fuck? You know, it wasn't like kicking it to be mean. I was trying to like kick it, see if it was actually dead, and it wasn't.
My hedgehog took a little nibble of it. Didn't break the skin, but like nibbled me once. I'm like, nope.
Denied.
Yeah.
Nah, denied.
So I think we're gonna wrap it up and do the post show in a little bit here. Wow, today was amazing. It's all Finn though, honestly.
It's not all Finn, but
I mean,
it's
not okay. Yeah,
amazing. It's amazingly Finn.
The on the Patreon, Finn.
Headphone trouble.
Oh, it's cool. Can you hear us?
Yeah, Finn's responsible.
He can't hear us anyway.
Finn's responsible for a 24-hour show. All right, and then
so are you.
God damn it. And then also
you and Finn working together to make a difference.
I think we would have gotten close without Finn, but Finn got us over our goal today for the bonus show on Saturday too. So thank you very much, Finn.
If you don't mind me saying, I'm going to be going live in a little while too. So,
Pimpmunk.
So yeah, Pimp. We're gonna be doing a 24-hour show.
Yeah.
On New Year's, dude. So
I'll join a little while.
Yeah, dude. We'll just keep it going.
Yeah, this was the finish. This was the finish episode. Finland independence. Finn declared his independence.
Finn doesn't know what the fuck is going on right now. We're gonna end the show. Good night, everybody.
Everybody have a good night.
See you in the post show.
Have fun.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.